All right. How's everyone doing? Yeah. Enjoying the event so far? You having a good time? That's awesome. We got some great fucking matches for you guys. I'm not gonna yap on too long. My voice is shot. Only thing I want to say, thank you guys for coming, but let's enjoy some goddamn Street Fighter 6. Back to the commentators.
Yes, hello and welcome everyone to Headstomper 2025. We are live here from Malmö in Sweden, and we are gonna be showing you the top 8 of Street Fighter 6. I am Nicholas Majin Taylor, joined here with the amazing Dr. Bowdens.
Oh, thanks for the intro, Margin. Yeah, no, I'm super happy to be here. We were seeing some amazing sets last night in top 32, going down into top 16 to decide who's in this top 8 today, and I think it's going to be just as exciting today, so I'm ready to get hype. I'm ready to see some excellent street fighting, and I'm so excited to see who is going to make it out and be crowned the winner. And it's going to be amazing as well, because we've got such great international representation as well in this top 8.
Definitely, yeah. We got a good spread of different players here. I caught some of the top 32, and more so than just the regional representation, we're seeing some interesting character representation here too. Obviously, we have Ixion up here, you know, everyone's favorite streamer.
Yes.
Repping the Dee Jay, who, you know, a year ago nobody would believe me if I said he's a fairly rare character, but he's kind of rare now.
Yeah, we don't see as much of them as we used to, for sure.
And he's going to be going up against Didimokof. Speaking of the regional representation that you were talking about, coming from Brazil. A lot of people might remember him for his Dalsim. He qualified for, I don't remember which year, I think Capcom Cup 2017? It was back in Street Fighter 5.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and he was really active with Dalsim at the time, but now he's playing Aki.
Yeah, and the Aki's looking really cool, but obviously that's a choice in Europe where you kind of go, ooh, we might have some problems, because Broski as well being a really, really strong Aki means that a lot of the players are going to have those strats, are going to know what to look for, so it's going to be interesting to see if Ixion is ready for the Aki.
Absolutely, and we have many other players coming. We actually have another Aki with MysticSmash from UK, so he's a multi-game player. Obviously been active in Street Fighter, I would say on and off.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to describe it. You definitely see Mystic kind of come in for a bit, then move on to other games.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really cool thing as well, and that's going to really strengthen that overall fighting game kind of acumen that you've got. And Mystic is definitely a person who has that at their fingertips to be able to just go, right, any game, I'm going to do well, use those fundamentals and have an excellent, excellent time in it.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually saw him almost qualify for Fatal Fury yesterday too. I was doing the top 16 for that, and he was using Ronaldo, such a weird character, just going full mix-ups. And you know, that's probably what we're going to see with Aki as well. You know, really mix-up heavy playstyles. Yeah,
so mix-up heavy, and as well there's the Pocket Kimberly to not forget about. We saw that yesterday coming out against GurkSlukarN. Although obviously in this region with Fang, people are ready for Kimberly, so you know that's one way you've got to be a little bit careful, because a lot of the people out here will be training partners with Fang, so of course that's something that I'm sure Mystic's going to have in mind after seeing Gurk deal with all those mixes.
I'm so glad to hear you bring up Fang. I hope he's watching, because shout-outs to you, because he was my training partner in Samurai Showdown.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so me and Fang go way back. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it here. I talked to him like, are you coming? Are you coming?
Yep.
And he was like, no, I can't. I was like, oh, man. But yeah. Everyone loves Fang, one of Sweden's absolute best players. So just like you said, like Kimberly is not a character that's going to surprise people over here.
Certainly not. People are going to be ready for that matchup. But as well, I think someone who might surprise people is Smoib. Smoib definitely been active at the start of the game, kind of drifted away, like we were saying, you know, having that time a bit away, and then has been coming back to it with a full force, going for that modern Honda, which is a really, really interesting choice.
Don't think I ever saw that before. I was seeing it yesterday, and I was like, oh, that's cool, a Honda. And then like, wait, what does that say?
What is that M? Why have we got a little gold M in the corner? That's something we don't see very often. But no, they were all ready to go, and it was so exciting to see.
Yeah.
And as well, Smoib's a great showman. So we know that there is going to be a lot of excitement for you guys on stream to see when Smoib's all lined up to be able to get ready and go.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to remember who we have in the losers bracket. I know we have Chinooo. He's like a really strong OG from the Street Fighter 4 days from Gothenburg. So he was training partners with Poppy, who's one of the most famous Swedish players. And also the runner-up of last year, 2 years ago, the last Headstomper, which was 2 years ago. Poppy was the runner-up, and Poppy and Chinooo training partners since a long time. So going to be interesting to see Chinooo coming up here as well. Who was his opponent again?
Chinooo is going to be playing against GurkSlukarN, so we're going to have some JP action to deal with, and I'm really, really happy to see Gurk here. Obviously puts a lot of work into the scene, both as a TO for the Uppsala scene and also on the online scene as well.
Yeah, I remember him more as a TO. Incidentally, do you know what that name means?
Yes, I do, because it means cucumber eater, so for anyone who's not Swedish, cucumber eater.
Allegedly, he eats 4 to 5 cucumbers a day. That's what I've been told.
And maybe that's the thing of, you're kind of waving a cucumber around. It's a bit like a cane, right? Like a cane, you're kind of practicing with that disjoint, All
right, so we are seeing... kind of seeing gameplay footage here. Round 1 seems to go to... Oh, actually, sorry. 1 round each here as Ixion is going up against Didimokof. Oh, nice. Good. Oh, didn't get the full conversion, and Didimokof with a good punish. Let's see what the OK situation is here against Ixion.
It's not quite close enough to get the puddle, but Ixion runs right into it and gets a hit, so it doesn't matter that that poison was there.
Oh, my goodness. He actually went under. That's crazy. I really thought that was going to be a clean jump in.
Yeah, it really looked like it was going to be. Ixion sways back, goes in with the drivers, tries to bait something out.
Oh. It looks like Ixion is kind of struggling to find a good angle of offense here, and that is going to be blocked.
Really lovely bait. We're going to see a big combo here going straight into that level 3. We're not taking any chances. Didimokof is wanting to get this game on the board.
Yeah. And even if it hadn't have killed, it would have put burnout. So like, it's a clean decision either way. And Didimokof taking game 1 here. Let's see if we can get some proper like full feed gameplay footage before they hit the rematch button.
Yeah, I hope the guy's going to be able to take a little bit of a pause so everyone can be able to see the match. But oh no, we're jumping right into it.
That's fine. We've been playing these games for a long time. This is what it used to look like all the time.
Yep.
So
yeah, just the camcorder over the shoulder. So it's kind of like we're having a retro experience here. I hope everyone's like enjoying the nostalgia.
Yeah, why not? We have some real OG players around here as well. We have Justin Wong, Marn, Dave O. Like, why not have the retro feeling on top of it?
Yeah. Then we're just adding to that experience, and it's looking good once again for Didimokof going in there to get the throw. We're in the corner. Oh, but a lovely jump out there from Ixion, and manages to get the jackknife maximum to anti-air.
Yeah, he was ready with that one, but still such a massive life deficit here. Good reversal. EX jackknife, OD.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm showing my age.
I don't know. Half the time I'm just like, it's EX. We've been saying that for so many years now. It's so hard to be like, nope, it's OD now.
Yeah. Ooh, and that is in time to punish, and Didimokof taking the first round of game 2 as well.
Yeah, and of course, as we have been for the full tournament, it is first to 3, so Ixion is absolutely not out of it yet. We're not even at set point yet.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of time to adapt here. Let's see if Ixion can find an approach. There he does. Okay, yeah, getting several small hits here, keeping the pressure up.
Yeah, it definitely feels like sticking to Didimokof like glue is the answer here for the DJ. DJ can obviously use play at many ranges, but we've got that perfect parry. And a nice conversion there. We're out of the corner with the cross-up.
That was so deep.
It really was. Oh, DI whiffs. But no punish opportunity for Ixion.
And now finds himself in the corner. And what? Oh, too far. That's so unfortunate. But gets another clean hit here is Didimokof. Let's see what's coming next. And that is a driver's conversion. Has 2 bars available. Not going to make it to 3, but that should be enough to finish it out.
It should be. Oh, that's Pixel.
Oh my god, was that?
Yeah. Oh, baited.
It was safe.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just a jab, so you can definitely time that to be safe against those kinds of reversals. So going straight into game 3 here, but Ixion really struggling to find a good angle on the offense. The only thing he's really been able to get out are these like small hits, but then, it's never enough when you then have Didi getting the big 50% combos and the perfect parry conversions, and just like that, he gets the drive impact into burnout.
Yep, and of course that second drive impact there was to attack that drive gauge even further, prioritizing that burnout over everything else. Super strong tech, especially when you've got A.K.I, the queen of burnout. But with that back throw, Ixion is out of the corner. Oh, can't punish the escape.
Well, let's see here. And there's the stun, and Didi finds himself 1 round away.
Yep.
from taking the first set here in winner's side.
Yep, so we're
top 8.
looking at 2-0 at the moment. It's looking really good for Diddy, as you were saying, and we've got that finding of an early throw. Sets up the fireball rather than rushing in on Oki here. Great
Good.
reversal.
Yeah, good choice there from Ixion. And the patented DJ drive rush to go in. And let's see what's next.
Ooh, gets the throw.
Yeah, Ixion really just... Now he's not even in the pressure range anymore. Okay, good choice. Ixion trying to find his first game here as Diddy is up 2-0.
Yeah, really wanting to make something happen.
Ooh.
Was that timing right? No!
No!
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, but it's still not a bad situation. Does have the burnout. That is going to hurt, though.
Yeah, Didimokof has that slight disadvantage with burnout, but could still find a way. The Ixion might be able to find a way to get that chip, just maybe needs to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, but now the chip is not a factor anymore. Drive is back for Diddy, and let's see.
Goes low. Oh, I think we were attempting a reversal there, but
nice.
the OD air slasher is enough, and Ixion is on that board, not dead yet.
Yeah, and the crowd loves it. You know, Ixion is one of the hometown heroes here, so definitely got the crowd on his side.
Yeah, and I think the crowd need to be absolutely giving Ixion all the energy right now to help in this fight. It's your opportunity to boost your guys to really help them win in these clutch situations.
Absolutely. But it's looking... Yeah, I like that Ixion is playing a more active game here, even though he's still at a bit of an awkward range. He's making decisions. He's not letting Diddy just take over the entire pace of the match.
Yeah, it's so important, and just really kind of going, no, let's stay far away. But instead of panicking about that, I'm going to play the fireball game. But as we've said that, we've got the cancel into the level 3 from Didimokof. This is going to do stacks of damage, but we're still going to have Ixion with quite a bit of drive available and 2 bars of super.
Yeah, let's see if Ixion can make something happen. Oh my god!
No!
You almost never see that move. There it is. Yeah, Didimokof, like a whole ocean away from home, but still managing to take a 3-0 here quick in winners semis over Ixion. No nerves here.
Yep, no nerves, and of course, Didimokof has been playing in multiple games this weekend, so it just shows as well the quality of the players here that, you know, you're not just here doing damage in Street Fighter, you're doing damage in City of the Wolves, and we've got lots of other players representing different games across the brackets.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I was actually talking to Didimokof yesterday. He doesn't have that much English experience, so we had to make do with, you know, the translating apps. But he was saying both for Street Fighter and Fatal Fury, which are the games he came here for, he has somewhat limited character matchup experience.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, because Brazil is a large area, of course, but it's still like fighting games are something a little bit niche, right? And you need to get high-level experience.
Yes.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, like Europe is lucky in the Aki matchup that we have Broski.
Yes.
Yeah, and he didn't specify any specific characters for Street Fighter, but he did say like, yeah, I haven't been able to play against all the characters like at the level I would like, so I might be a little bit worried about that. But clearly, DJ, not a problem. Not too surprising.
Yeah, no, DJ definitely a character that you need to be super ready for, and in Season 1 in particular, we saw lots of DJs doing damage all around the place, so definitely a character that is probably one way you're going to have that more common matchups, and also really popular as well, for good reason. You know, the character's so much fun.
Yeah,
really, really great.
I love what they did with DJ in this game. When I started playing Street Fighter 6 when it came out, I actually played DJ myself, and I was like, I was a certified DJ hater before 6, but they just made so much fun stuff with him and gave him so much like extra personality on his move. They really made him feel like a singer, dancer, songwriter, you know, all of that in the moveset, which I really appreciate.
And I think they've put that effort into a lot of the characters, and it's been really, really great to see those reimaginings, expanding those movesets, really refining the concept to really kind of tell that story in lots of different ways. And
yeah, and I think the keyword there is expanding.
Yes.
Because something that often happens when you try to reinvent characters is that you take away what kind of made them fun. But I feel like Street Fighter 6 hadn't really done that at all. It's been, you have all this stuff that you recognize and remember, and here's some more stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It's kind of like
that's been really cool.
just let's pile on, with Honda as well. We're getting things like the Praise the Sun to get all the charges and stuff to be able to get those cancels into the hands and the extensions. Taking bits as well from Street Fighter 5, which I think was really interesting. Kind of going, this was a bit of kit here where it was V skill or a V trigger, and we're going to integrate that within that core move set. And Gal's a really great example of that as well, with level 2 being the baby booms, the classic V trigger that we saw all throughout Street Fighter, Street Fighter 5's lifespan, doing really great work for players such as Higuchi and Daigo, and it's great to see some of those tools really being integrated into those kits.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of the main thing I've seen people praise about Street Fighter 6 is just how much they put into the characters. Even the Elena trailer, like everyone's going crazy. Like, there's so much here, and just the animations are so good, and everyone's like, damn. So I know a lot of people were kind of annoyed that how long we had to wait to actually get to see Elena, because we knew about her for so long. But then once the actual gameplay trailer dropped, I didn't see any complaints anymore.
No, it was just like, yes, let's go.
Yeah. And it's something you see all across the board, because even when you have the guest characters from SNK, SNK heads have been like, this does feel like Terry, this does feel like Vi. It's a different type of game, but they definitely did the characters justice.
Yeah, there's been a lot of work and effort gone into each and every character, some really unique designs, and even into the original Street Fighter characters as well. Like, Manon's a really great example. Obviously, there's a few players who are making a really work at high level, Random being one of the main ones, but it's been really great to see, kind of that evolution of Abel in a really, really cool way.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems that we have surpassed technical difficulties. Now moving into the next set, where we are going to have MysticSmash, who we were talking about earlier, and Smoib.
Yeah, and I think when we cut to as you can see now on the screen, Smoib absolutely dressed to impress for this occasion. You love to see it.
Wonderful.
Putting in a day at the office, maybe.
Yeah.
I love the vibes. It's absolutely incredible. And a place where there's going to be some really, really more good vibes is going to be the Malmö Games Week, who are helping power Headstomper this year. It's going to be a fantastic event in Malmö at the Malmö Massen, coming in the 30th to the 31st of August. There's going to be 8,000 people, lots of retro games, shops, shows, cosplays, and more. And don't forget that there's going to be Headstomper back in Malmö Games Week to run some even more tournaments, so make sure you check them out.
For sure. Big shout outs to Malmö City in general, supporting these kinds of hobbies. It's really important.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see that collaboration and really embracing the FGC and gaming in general. It's so refreshing, and it's wonderful to see these partnerships.
Yeah, and that's something that we keep seeing as well. Anytime a new game comes out, even for some older games, when people find the entryway into these kinds of competitive hobbies, they find a place where they can hang out and where they can also strive for something to improve on, which helps them in other areas of life, of course. And there are so many worse things you could be doing as a hobby, right? So
Yes.
It's really cool that this, because at least when I was a kid, gaming was maybe not viewed in the most favorable light.
No, it's definitely not been.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the beautiful things of the FGC is the C in FGC is so important. I think that's one of the things that really sets us apart as a community from a lot of the other games, in that they don't have that community focus and community element. And you kind of see it whether it's online through Discords or offline, about getting to see everyone and the synergies between them. There's lots of people here that I've known through their online handles and chatted to through Discord, and it's been amazing to get to meet them in person throughout.
For sure.
So I think that's the thing that really makes fighting games, in the words of the great Kwiddo, something so great.
Absolutely. No, definitely. And it looks like we are heading into the match here. It's going to be a modern Honda, right?
Yeah, we're expecting modern Honda and some more Aki action. Again, we have...
it's a button check.
Button check, so we're not going to get too excited.
Yeah.
We're going to see some funky things, but, maybe it might be a taster of what's to come.
Yeah. And I do want to mention again that MysticSmash, keeps going in and out of these games, but always such a strong force. I remember early in Strive, early in Granblue Fantasy Versus, the vanilla version, early in DNF Duel.
Yes.
Any game, Mystic just picked it up and was like, I'm just going to casually get a top 8. Maybe win. Like that.
And I think as well, it's fun to see Mystic on A.K.I in 6, like towards the end of 5. Mystic was playing a lot of Poison.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the whips coming through again.
Yeah.
Like a nice little through line of a theme. So, it's fun to see Mystic back on another character that has got, those normals and specials that are going to hit you from a very long distance. Definitely feels like there's a brand.
Yeah, I think so, because earlier in Street Fighter V, Mystic was playing JP, and it's not that it went poorly, but it did feel like, I'm not sure this is really the type of character that Mystic wants to be playing.
Yes.
And, I mean, fairly evident now, because JP is still strong, and Mystic opts to go Aki, so definitely more of a fitting character, at least in Mystic's own tastes. So let's see the match here.
Good start for Mystic there, setting up, we're getting the plus frames from that forward heavy kick. And we're going right into those orchid splashes to be able to get the poison. Can we detonate it now? Yes, of course we can. We've got the combos. And Smoib's right in that corner.
Oh, beautiful bait on that throw. The old school shimmy coming through here from Mystic. And this is going to be round 1.
It certainly is. Great optimization from Mystic. Just spending on that level 1 to be able to cash out and get the perfect.
Speaking of the love for characters, I really love at the end of Aki's level 1 that she does the flappy thing that the tank does.
It's amazing. Big shout out to Fang in the game, which I love to see.
Okay, good stuff here from Smoib, but the perfect parry.
Yeah, MysticSmash absolutely ready for that. This is a player at super high level, so he's going to be ready to perfect parry, of course, those headbutts and the butt splashes. But it's so hard. We're seeing, some of those missed there on the perfect. It's such a hard mental stat game. You've got to be so ready for so many options.
Definitely, and Mystic is actually just getting walked into the corner by a burnout Honda. Impressive. Good reversal choice, though. Still has drive available now.
Yep, Smoib just quite happy to kind of keep it chill. Oh, Mystic snipes out the jump heavy punch. Oh, we've got a fantastic conversion there. Just keeps finding the hits. Oh, didn't keep an eye on the drive gauge though, but manages to find another hit with the 2 medium punches. And we're in once again to that level 1. It's doing the work. 1-0 MysticSmash.
Yeah, I really appreciate the meter usage here from MysticSmash, because a lot of players would opt to just save it for the level 3 because they want to cash out and do that huge hit on the opponent's drive gauge. But Mystic really just optimizing when to use the level 1s here to get maximum damage efficiency from it.
Yeah, absolutely, certainly is. And Smoib as well, is definitely going to be getting into this match. We know that this is not all that Smoib has to show. And, but Mystic knows, has those reads. The Honda experience feels so super real for MysticSmash. Ready for the Nordics.
Yeah, definitely, and I really appreciate Mystic's movement here. I was just about to say he keeps backdashing the grabs, and then he gets command grab.
Like commentary curse there. Oh, not quite enough hits there to break the DI, so Mystic finds it, and it's another round on the board for the British player.
Yeah, and at this rate, we might actually see an Aki mirror in winners finals, but let's see if Smoib can put a stop to that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Smoib can add to the table. Great drive reversal there from MysticSmash to get rid of those plus frames.
Yeah, he's very much... Oh!
Misconfirmed! Big opportunity.
This is going to be huge for Smoib here. Going to get all the way to the corner, too.
Oh, nice. Actually, an unusual choice, but it worked out.
The punish counter coming out from Mystic. Yet this time, it's not missed and gonna put Smoib in burnout.
Yeah, that's going to make things a lot harder. Those fireballs will suddenly become much, much harder to deal with. No armor available, of course, for Smoib either, but does have that level 3, so Mystic still needs to be careful.
Yeah, definitely, but the corner push here is very, very subtle. Okay, there's the throw.
And we are back in business with the drive gauge. We've got the stocks, so we're ready to get some big damage here from Smoib's side of things.
And the corner is in play. Let's see what Smoib goes for. But Mystic with the jab. What a challenge, and that's going to put him at 2-0.
Wow, what a choice. That just felt like a point where you really don't want to challenge, but Mystic definitely had the feeling that Smoib was maybe go for a cheeky button that wasn't going to be quite as frame tight, and the call really worked out.
Yeah, Mystic had been going a lot for drive reversals, and even a drive impact in those situations earlier, but now chose to go for the full Abara jab, and that isn't even scaled because he did the jump cross-up.
Yeah, really, really great awareness of all aspects of the game from MysticSmash. Smoib having a super hard time here dealing with A.K.I. Definitely not probably one of the best matchups for Honda because she can really keep you out.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's going to be stunned.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Smoib. Of course, with Modern, there's more chance for reaction supers, but we didn't see it this time.
Yeah, we haven't really seen that come into play so far, actually. Let's see what the setup is here for Mystic. Definitely a setup.
Yes, that definitely was a frame kill, and it might have been something that Smoib might not have seen before, because we suddenly had that big heavy punch coming out and you kind of go, oh, maybe a whiff, but it absolutely was not.
Yeah, and another perfect parry for Mystic. You've seen him try it on every butt slam. Only got it on the first one and this one, but you know, that's more than enough because parrying it normally isn't a problem either.
No, you're then protecting your drive gauge, you're not having chunks taken out of it by Honda.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, nice.
Lovely. Great timing there from Smoib on the OD butt slam. But once again, we found that perfect parry. And Mystic's going to optimize this conversion to be able to get a chunk of damage. Start pushing Smoib to the corner. We'll go for the overhead this time.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I thought we were going to see level 3.
Yeah, I thought so as well. I don't know if that was a missed input or some type of like a reset attempt, but...
Yeah, Smoib needs to be careful. Can't really survive any further hits. But Mystic in burnout.
And in the corner as well. Oh,
Ooh.
That's it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Goes for level 2 just to secure it.
I think that's smart. Use
Yeah.
that meter. Don't hold on to it. Don't risk the reset, because I think Smoib's been seeing Mystic making some really great reads on wake up for those challenges, and it's great to see Smoib be able to take the advantage of that situation.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Now Smoib here showing signs of life. Let's see how Mystic adapts to it.
And it's looking good so far with those drive rushes into the forward heavy kicks, really stacking up those plus frames to really lock down Smoib's options. And once again, Smoib's in the corner.
Oh, and this drive reversal was actually punished.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Did we stop? Oh, we went for the throw, and Mystic called out Smoib, and is going to get big damage here with the level 3.
Yeah, that is actually really big, because now... Okay, hold on. Punish counter throw.
Big stuff here from Smoib. You can just kind of see the frustration, but MysticSmash once again finds that perfect parry.
Yeah, not gonna kill, but the situation here might. There's a big one.
Boom. Smash, right timing for Smoib. We've
Level
got the
3.
critical art. Are we going to cash out into it? I hope we do. Yes.
There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be one game for Smoib here.
Yeah, you love to see it. I think it's definitely a thing, particularly in top 8s, where you don't want to see, 3-0s really, because all the players have worked so hard to get here, and you want to see them be able to put out their best performances and really be able to put their stamp on the top 8.
Definitely, and I really feel like Smoib has been basically, it's like Rotva is another Honda player who almost made top 8, and he always told me, like, I don't care how many of my butt slams or headbutts get parried, I'm going to do it again.
Yes.
And that's what we're seeing here, and I think that's how you have to kind of play Honda.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the mind game, right? Because you can condition people with the timings being like, I'm going to butt slam or, headbutt in these sorts of situations. And then later in these sets, when we're getting into that, game 3, game 4, you can change up those timings and really cause your opponent some problems. Yeah,
that is one of the other charms of long sets. You can actually lull your opponents into a false sense of security by doing things like this.
Yeah, definitely a high-risk strategy, but it's always something you need to be looking on the bright side in those cases to find the good when things aren't going so well.
Absolutely, but it does look like Mystic has the accurate read on Smoib, at least for the moment. Let's see if Smoib can turn it around again, but Mystic starting his offense here. Okay.
Oh, I like that from Smoib though. Maybe noticing that Mystic's maybe been overreaching a little bit after those forward heavy kicks, going for some buttons that take a bit too much time.
Yeah, it was an interesting challenge. Unfortunately, it didn't lead too much, but it does show a certain level of attitude.
Oh, nice.
Nice, really good. Oh, and that hits!
It does, and we've got the butt slam ender into the Ocho throw. This time it connects. We are in that corner.
And now Mystic is actually in big trouble.
The walk under! The reset! Slither of health left for Aki.
Let's see what Mystic is gonna do here. Gets the throw, that's the start.
Nice parries from Smoib. Keeping calm under pressure, and the reset again! Set point saved.
Wow, yeah, we are definitely seeing Smoib wake up here, and I don't know what Mystic should be doing here, to be honest. It feels like the timings have just ever so slightly shifted, and it's just throwing them off.
Yeah, and maybe as well, maybe look a little bit less to those drive reversals. It definitely feels like Smoib's kind of got a vibe on when Mystic wants to use them, so it's trying to bait them out ever so slightly, and is ready to get those punishes on them.
That is definitely true as well. But now Mystic is on the full offense here, gets the overhead, 3 bars available, puts himself in burnout, but it might not even matter. This should finish, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's going to be a kill. Well into the yellow. Nice stuff from both of our players. And it will be MysticSmash who walks through into that winners final.
Yeah, good stuff. And that does mean we are going to have an Aki winners finals, a mirror.
It's interesting because we could go with that, or I don't know what like Mystic feels about that mirror, because we might see that Kimberly pick that we have seen before in the tournament as the pocket character. I mean, Kimberly Aki, it's not necessarily traditionally in Kimberly's favour, but she does have some really good options to be able to approach Fireball characters. You've got the slide, you've got hidden variable. So it might not be a bad option for Mystic to go to if that mirror is something that he doesn't want to really get into right now.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't really like the mirror matches, so I could see that being a thing. I personally hate mirror matches, so I totally get it. Yeah, we're going to have to see. But before that, we're going to have a bunch of losers matches coming your way. It's Kwiddo and
yosh coming up, so we're going to have Kwiddo representing Denmark and yosh representing Germany coming through. So again, some of our regional talent.
Yeah.
You know, obviously being in Malmö, Copenhagen is about 50 minutes on the train that way, so not too much of a trip for Kwiddo, but it's great to see yosh.
He's basically a hometown hero here, because Headstomper is put on by the Koma FGC, which is a collaboration between Copenhagen and Malmö. So Kwiddo being Danish, he's part of the family here. And I actually first saw Kwiddo, I think he was 16, at a Street Fighter 4 tournament in Sweden. And he was playing Bison in Street Fighter 4. And Ixion had been hyping him up because Ixion knew him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I've never heard of this guy. And then you see him play, you're like, okay, I'm going to remember this guy.
Yeah, and that's amazing that all this time later, still into fighting games, still putting in that work, and still putting on amazing performances.
Absolutely, yeah. And I was thinking about it yesterday because I was wondering, what is he playing now in Street Fighter 6? And I saw him up on the stage and he was playing Blanka. And I was thinking back to Street Fighter 4 Bison. It's a very different character from current Bison. And honestly, outside of the whole, you know, Blanka chance setups and everything like that, Blanka might be a bit more in line with the Street Fighter 4 Bison playstyle, because Street Fighter 6 Bison is much more of a Mad Bull, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While in Street Fighter 4, Bison was kind of just a footsie character who could really just annoy you into making mistakes. And I feel like Blanka is a bit like that here as well, but with added nuisance.
Yes, yeah, things like Lightning Beast, once that level 2 is activated, you've got plus frames for days, you're going to be chipping away at the drive gauge, and of course Blanka-chan, the good old faithful, go my son, and hold down that neutral.
Exactly.
That is something you've got to be aware of when you're playing against Blanka.
Yeah, it wasn't even long ago, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something, former Capcom Cup champion Knuckle-Doo had a stream, like someone clipped his stream, a highlight, where he got hit by like the gnarliest Blanka mix-up. It was like 3 side switches, the Blanka-chan was everywhere, and you know, this guy won Capcom Cup. Yeah. And he just buried his face in his hands and he said, "This is what I do for a living?" And that's how it feels to play against Blanka. So I really think that it's a fitting character for someone who does want to have that playstyle of forcing the opponent to make a mistake. And I think that's accurate for Kwiddo.
Yeah, that's some really great insight into that character pick, and I think we're going to definitely be seeing that today. But, of course, yosh, with that Akuma, has so many tools at his disposal, which could really cause some problems for Blanka. But good start there for yosh, getting that OD DP to say, "Get off me, please, Blanka. I don't want you anywhere near me." Yeah,
that's what you have to do. Like, the best way to not get annoyed by Blanka is making sure that he doesn't get to be anywhere near you.
Yeah, although he does have the tools to kind of get in that slide when you're playing the heavy fireball game. You so have to be aware of that drive rush into the slide causing you problems. But so far, yosh is doing a great job here. Some really excellent dive kicks.
Absolutely, and yosh obviously, there, exactly like you were talking about, the slide going through, but yosh ready with the EX Dragon Punch there. So yosh is I never saw him before Street Fighter 6. I don't know if he started Street Fighter 6, so that's just me not being attentive enough. But he's been a seasoned Shoto player as far as I've seen, because he used to play Luke in 6. Yeah, and then went over to Akuma. A lot of people did.
Yeah, there's definitely a thing where you go, Akuma has the damage, he may have 9,000 health, but as you can see, we're going into that level 2 now, we're going to get the wall slump, and oh no, we missed the follow-up. I was going to say about how much damage he has.
But he got the clean cross up there. I guess that was That did look like an old school cross-up setup, but I mean, this game has the parry button. I don't know why. If I see someone doing that kind of frame kill, I'm gonna press the parry button.
It's that weird thing though, sometimes I think in the corner as well, you can have that, which side is this going on?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just Kwiddo going, of course this isn't going to cross up, because no cross-up's in the corner.
Yeah.
And then Akuma's going, with this setup, I'm going the other side, mate.
Oh, I just goes for the DP after. That's such a good response to the perfect parry freeze.
And snooking that DI there as well, baits the OD up ball, and it's a perfect for yosh.
Yeah, very good decision there from yosh. Just, I like how he's kind of juggling between heaven and hell, right? Because he's really just throwing it out, but also being fully aware that the opponent is going to do that too. So he switches seamlessly from big offense to big defense. Yeah, again.
The big call-outs. I love this. We've got, I think we've got shades of Daigo here. We're just going like, I don't want this pressure.
Yeah. I'm not going to hold it, but you are.
No, I want to be Daigo. I have the will to keep winning, so I'm going to ume show you as much as I can.
Exactly. And there's the throw, the corner position again. What can Kwiddo do to get out here? Just hop out.
Yeah, good hop, but I like seeing that challenge there from yosh, of course. That jab challenge is the way you often deal with that side switch. You know, we didn't quite work out that time, but still, yosh keeps that momentum. And we're at 2-0.
Yeah, really fast as well. And this is kind of the story when you see yosh play. It's fast.
Yes.
That's what I always see. Whenever he's up, it's just like 2 minutes pass and it's already 2-0.
Yeah, and you're just like, wait, what? Yosh, slow down. We've got like hours of the block to fill. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Give us a show.
Oh, nice anti-air, and that is going to be a conversion here for Kwiddo. Oh, maybe a little bit early there, yeah.
Yeah, that meter, like you said, that meter just mistimed, and yosh was so ready to deal with it.
Yeah.
Setting up in the corner, Didimokof into the low. Oh, this time Kwiddo's ready for the DI.
Right at the end of it as well. Opts for the side switch, perfect decision, and there it is.
Oh, we're going to get the conversions now. Nice stuff. And the Blanka chant.
Okay, just DP, go for it. Okay, and just DP again.
Yep. Don't know what to do. Your opponent is pressing buttons in your face. Just DP. That is what we are learning from this set.
Oh, okay. That was a little bit of hesitation on both ends.
Yeah, I think both of them may be going, well, you could DP at any time, and I could DP at any time, but we're going to sneak in the command grab instead from Akuma. And yosh is really wearing down Kwiddo's drive bar right now.
Yeah, and I like Kwiddo actually opting to take the fireball there because he didn't want to end up in burnout.
Yeah, such smart decision making that sometimes it's better to take that small bit of damage to retain that drive bar, but burnout has been achieved now for yosh.
Kwiddo looking for an opening.
Yeah, this is scary. Blocks the overhead, nice stuff from Kwiddo, but does get thrown.
Now yosh is actually kind of... Yeah, I was going to say he's close to burnout. And the hop went a little bit too far to get anything from it. That's unfortunate. And now yosh 1 round away from sending Kwiddo home in 7th place.
Yep. Oh, and we're going in with that early Lightning Beast activation with the level 2. I like that idea from Kwiddo. It's going to have lots of opportunities to build that bar. I think Blanka-chan didn't really know where Blanka was right there, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, he can mix himself up sometimes.
Yes. You always know it's a big mix when the game can't keep up with you, but this is great from yosh. Really keeping that pressure going. Baits out the ODDP and punishes.
Finally, Kwiddo finding the rhythm and figuring out, at least for that moment in time when yosh wants to throw out a reversal, because that's one of the big risks with Akuma. Like you said, 9,000 HP, that's not a lot in this game.
No, it isn't, and you can go through that health bar so fast if you're making those good decisions and really cashing out on those punish counters.
Beautiful conversion on that anti-air there, was looking for the neutral jump, and that hop is perfectly spaced.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. Definitely feels like Kwiddo's really taken some of the momentum here, and he's kind of like, no, I've got this. I just need to play the game and mix hard.
And the throw, 1 interaction away here, and that...
Oh no, didn't believe in the count hit.
Yeah, and that's going to be a great hit for yosh. He might be mounting up a comeback in this round.
Oh, finds the hit. And we're going into the level 2. I think we're going to be close enough.
Oh,
We don't even need the wall slump.
Yeah, it was only 2 hits, I think, so the scaling is actually quite low. Lower than you usually see, but that's super.
Again, yosh is at set point, but we've seen Kwiddo turn it around already, so we know right now there's going to be that fire for Kwiddo to make something happen.
I really feel like Kwiddo has kind of found himself again. You know, you start off in a top 8, like in losers, it's really hard to just center yourself. But I feel like the fact that Street Fighter 6 is playing first to 3, always in top 8 sometimes. Here it was earlier.
Yes.
That really helps with Kwiddo here, and you can definitely see it. He's getting all the right reads, all the right setups, and let's see if he finishes it here.
Ooh, nice, great throw bait. As I said, finished it off, and that is another set point saved.
Yeah. Needs to get this one to tie it up at a 2-2 because yosh is looking to close it out.
Yeah, Mead's situation is pretty even. Yosh might be about to get level 2, but still Kwiddo not that far behind, so it's good from that perspective as well.
Oh,
ooh,
okay.
Lovely crosscut.
Oh, he was going for the throw, so that was a very good call from Kwiddo, but yosh gets the knockdown here.
Yeah, those wake-up buttons really leading to a lot here for yosh, but that's that slide going under the fireball.
Pressure relentless, and the punish counter on the throw attempt. Oh,
what a bait from Kwiddo, and we are at 2-2. We are going to a final game.
And yeah, this is kind of the story because earlier, you know, you were saying the Umeshoryus and everything. Like yosh was doing really, really well in that regard, but Kwiddo starting to find the type of back and forth that yosh was doing so well. Kwiddo's starting to figure it out. He's brought the calculator out, you know?
Yes, it's kind of going, it's this sort of situation where I think you're going to want to go kind of crazy with that ODDP. So, you know, maybe it's worth me losing some of my pressure right now to kind of see if you're going to do it. And when you do it, I'm going to punish you really, really hard.
Yeah, and we were seeing yosh eye the Luke a little bit there, but he decided to go back on Akuma.
Yeah, sticking with it.
Yeah, so going to be final match here between these two players. One of them is going to go home in 7th, and Kwiddo just coming out swinging.
Good start there from yosh with that anti-air. I think that little break there is really important sometimes. Just give yourself that time to breathe. I really respect that.
Okay, he almost got the burn. Oh, he puts himself the burnout.
I think for yosh being in control and getting that damage was so important. It definitely feels like that momentum, the confidence boost from getting that OD. It's been so strong.
Yeah, and it's a statement in itself because he's basically telling Kwiddo that he's not afraid of being in burnout.
No, he's just kind of going, yeah, me burnout, but that means I've used my tools.
Yeah.
Oh, what a whiff punish. That was absolutely beautiful. Great pressure here from Kwiddo. Finds a throw, and that is set point for Kwiddo. Oh. Ooh, that was slightly scary, but you know, it's easy done when we're at home and in training mode. You get so used to pressing that button.
Yeah, for sure. And Kwiddo with the anti-air here, gonna push in. Oh, went for the cheeky overhead, not gonna work out. yosh ready for it. Corner situation. Oh,
OD Blanka ball right back to escape. Lovely timing there on the OD fireball. We've got the throw from yosh. What's the option? Ooh, nice. Another throw. Are we looping? No, we're not.
Okay, puts himself in burnout, but it might be worth it. One more proper hit. Okay, mixed up city coming in.
I love that drive reversal.
Yeah,
Amazing.
he was in a situation where Chip was really scary, so he wasn't quite sure what to do anymore, and now he threw away those 2 bars for nothing, essentially.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate, because he just didn't turn the tide. And now yosh has 3 bars to use, but right now Kwiddo is in control in that corner. We've started that throw pressure all over again.
Yeah, and now we're seeing a reversal of what happened last round. And the overhead, that's going to be... Oh,
no! Oh no, that's unfortunate for Kwiddo, but we do find the air Blanka ball. We've got the side switch, but now yosh has the corner position.
Yeah, Kwiddo actually putting himself in the corner. Both of these players are so fearless. And that's going to be it.
No.
Not quite. Oh, that is
the
it.
Throw.
I thought he was going to get a juggle off of that, but no. And wow, okay, so there's a lot to digest from that set.
Yes.
I think the key point to take away from it is, as is often the case with fighting games, but on full display here, it was very much a mental battle.
Yes, yeah, it really was. That mental momentum played such a strong part in that game. Like, who was in the driving seat, you could really see the confidence like growing and dipping for the players throughout that set. It was absolutely a great showcase of the mind games that are at the heart of a fighting game that, you know, frame data, it's only real if your opponent believes it's real.
Yeah. And I think what kind of shifted it was that once Kwiddo started realizing the timings and the tendencies that yosh was going for, yosh decided, I'm not scared.
Yes.
I'm doing it anyway. And Kwiddo in kind said, I'm not scared either.
No. It's almost that really thing of stepping up to your opponent and going, okay, are we doing this?
Yeah.
Well, we're doing this. And
Yeah.
you know, neither of us are going to back down.
It's rare to see someone voluntarily put themselves in the corner and win off of it.
Yes.
That's what Kwiddo did.
Yep.
And that's just what it was, because at a certain point it just became a battle of wills, and everything that led up to that point was basically, it was just an appetizer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful appetizer. And sometimes it said, in that corner, you've got to expect the unexpected. Someone puts themselves in the corner voluntarily. You sometimes maybe need to think twice and go, why have they done that? Maybe I should be a little bit concerned about that choice, because it definitely shows that mental energy and drive is with them in that moment.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that is really exciting about Street Fighter 6, not just from a player perspective, but at least to me, even more so from an analytical perspective, is how do people want to use this resource? Because there are several resources, of course, but the drive gauge is tied to so many of the game's mechanics, and burnout is by far the scariest position to be in. But there are so many players that willingly will put themselves in burnout, and then for different reasons.
Yes.
Yeah, so I really like looking at that and trying to figure out how are they approaching the meter game to begin with, and why are they making these decisions?
Yeah, it's really fascinating, because I think you're definitely alluding there to players like Noah,
Yeah.
who are just like, no, I want to go hard and get the most out of it. And we're hearing the crowd right now, because we've got the next match coming up, and it is, of course, going to be Chinooo versus GurkSlukarN. So we are getting an all-Sweden standoff. They're getting
for
ready.
sure. And actually different coasts. It's East Coast versus West Coast.
Oh, nice. That hypes it up even more. I bet the regional rivalry is real. I kind of hope now that the guys are sat on the right side of the stage. Let's go.
Don't try to match up against Chinooo. Don't try to match up against Chinooo, man.
Kirk there with the face. No, you got this. Let's go.
Yeah, so back in the day, there was a lot of Stockholm versus Gothenburg mindset. Obviously Stockholm not present in this top 8, but GurkSlukarN up from Uppsala, it's very close to Stockholm, and a lot of interaction with the Stockholm scene and everything. So while he is obviously representing his home city of Uppsala, he definitely has the Stockholm crew behind him as well. It's gonna be the regional rivalry coming into play here, and I'm interested to see what Chinooo does, because he's mostly been playing Ken.
Yeah.
But he also used Akuma a little bit.
Yes. So it's going to be interesting to see what the option is. Of course, we're pretty certain that Gurk's going to be on JP, so it'll be all down to whether Chinooo thinks that Akuma or Ken's probably the better pick for that. To be honest, I think they're both going to do quite well. You maybe want Ken just for those extra options, you've got Jinrai, you've got Dragon Lash, and you may be a bit more survivable if you get stuck in the level 2 blender.
Yeah, I would also... if I were in Chinoo's shoes, first of all, I'd be really happy, because that's a banging set of muscles he has.
Yes.
Second of all, I would probably look at Ken as the more safe option.
Yes, everyone talks about Ken being more stable than Akuma, with stability being the word, and it looks like we're going for stable in this game. We're locked in.
All right, let's see here. So Chinooo traditionally has been a pretty aggressive player, but he's also very good at, how should I put it? It's a thing that you often tell new players that are starting to get good but get in their own head.
Yeah.
Say, just let the opponent hang themselves.
Yes. Yeah, kind of be like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to make you scared by just sitting here and going, come on then, approach me.
Yeah, and I think Chinooo is very good at that, and also mixing it up with relentless offense, which is kind of what we are seeing here. He's just pushing super, super hard, but GurkSlukarN ready with that crouching medium punch, and that's going to put him full screen again.
Yep, this is going to give Gurk some great opportunities to set up JP's offense, and of course there the teleport through the departure used to full effect.
Right. Okay, finds the way in with that drive rush after the OD fireball.
So unfortunate, but there we go. Another ODDP is coming out to be able to save Chinooo. Good life lead here.
Yeah, and the chip game is afoot.
Ooh, big whiff, but no punish.
Oh, goes for the overhead.
Great option. That's definitely something you have to be on the lookout from Ken, from that Jinrai. Is he going to go lure, or is he going to go for that overhead?
For sure. Yeah, and there you see, he was just waiting and seeing, what are you going to press?
Yep.
I want to see.
I'm going to stand at a range where I can press my very, very good crouch medium kick and get a conversion off that, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy just to chip away by doing crouch medium kick into special and get the damage as it comes.
I have never seen someone eat amnesia and just right rush.
Yeah, just be like...
It would be Chinooo. It would be Chinooo.
I love it,
I'm not
though.
even surprised.
Ooh, great timing on the jump in, and we are cashing out with the level 3, of course, to be able to get game 1 on the board for Chinooo.
Good stuff there. So Chinooo going up 1 game here, and shout outs to Chinoo's classic training partner Poppy. I hope he's watching, because you know he's cheering like crazy if he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, starting out with the zoning game here. Gurk really trying to keep Chinooo at that distance, not wanting to get in his face, because that's when Ken can really start the party, and that party has already started because we're going into the corner with the heavy Tatsu.
Oh, nice. Really good bait there by doing the entry jump into the jabs.
Yeah, really, really good. Oh, but that time, Gurk was ready for the drive rush.
Let's see if Chinooo can find his way in here again.
Yeah, perfect jump timing.
Yeah.
Could feel that Gurk was wanting to throw that fireball there and was so ready to do it. Big punish counter throw, another round.
And Chinooo has been able to get those gigantic jump-ins off of that twice now. You have to think that that's going to start etching itself into GurkSlukarN's mind and maybe make him afraid to use that at all.
Yeah, but with it being such an integral part of the character, you can't really let that get to you too much when you're playing JP.
Yeah, I agree. But we're going to see how that shapes the rest of the set, because Chinoo's been getting so much mileage out of it, and Chinoo's just running at him right now.
It really is. That was such a great opportunity. But now in burnout, can Gurk make the most of this? We do have level 2 on deck and ready to go, but gets caught while setting up the OD departure.
Oh, locks in time, and now GurkSlukarN finds himself in burnout as well. Of course, JP, a very good character at pressuring the opponent while they are in burnout, so this is going to give him almost give him the drive back.
The setup. Are we going to see a DI? Oh no! I got a missed input there from Chinooo.
Unfortunate.
So unfortunate. Gurk has all that drive gauge back now. Going to be able to get the pick up here. Tries to go through, so jumps into the corner, and it's the cheeky OD command grab.
Yeah.
The JP special, the Gurk special. Just throws out every now and again to catch you off guard.
Yeah, I remember in Season 1, you had some people say that JP is the strongest grappler because of it.
Well, he does have all the options, so, you know, maybe you can say that he maybe still is.
Possible. And now GurkSlukarN showing some more confidence. Unfortunately, misses the full follow-up there. What an answer.
Love it. Kind of going, yeah, no, I may not have your reversals, but I still got amnesia, still got the level 1 to use.
Yeah, but now finding himself in burnout in the corner, this is very scary. And Chinooo ready with the anti-air. Don't test him on that, but...
Oh, but don't test these reactions either. We've got that level 1 to deal with the DI. Chinooo tried it again, and we've got that command grab reset here to put Chinooo into the yellow.
Oh!
God damn, Chinooo being like, overhead, level 3, I got those. You better be watching for it.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, that sequence for GurkSlukarN looked like some kind of tool-assisted exhibition.
Yeah, just like, I've got this.
Yeah, he was just doing everything right, one after the other, and then Chinooo just coming out with the pure confidence.
Yeah, almost like you're looking for DI. Okay, I'm going to check if you're looking for the other options that you need to be having it at the front of your mind. And unfortunately for Gurk, it wasn't in that second.
Oh, perfect stuff there from Chinooo.
Yeah, definitely an option to deal with that block string of going from the heavy punch into the spin. The Jinrai pressure that Chinooo is piling on right now is so uncomfortable for Gurk, but we find that tech. We're going right to that corner once again. And it's the overhead. Oh, that feels like, again, it's Chinooo making that statement.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Chinooo is getting to play his game, and that's always been the thing that makes you lose against Chinooo. You need to stop him from being the decision maker.
Yes, and I think it's fair to say we saw some of that yesterday as well in the top 16 matches, qualifying matches. I think Chinooo came back from like 2-0 down to win, and it was just such an incredible thing. We know that Chinooo has that confidence, and when it's rolling, everything goes so well for him.
Absolutely, and now GurkSlukarN is potentially just one situation away, but ready with the drive impact.
Lovely call, and we're going straight into that level 2 to be able to pile on that damage. And I'm guessing we're going to be either going for the corner carry or the drive gauge attack, which one it's going to be, and it's going to be for the corner carry.
And now Chinooo finding himself a full screen, just opts to try rush in anyway and eats a lot of damage for it. Actually dies for it.
Nice. Lovely optimization from Gurk, spending that level 1, and it is well spent to get that round. Set point saved.
Definitely. Now the pressure's on. Yeah, good counter hit confirmed there.
Yeah, I think Gurk might be a little bit afraid of those overheads now from the Jinrai, so Chinooo making the most of that by going for the low option instead.
Definitely. Now corner position though. Oh, but the Abare jabs.
Yeah, they really worked so well for Chinooo there. And again, as we're seeing, Gurk standing up so much after those Jinrais. Needs to be careful here.
Smacks him out of the air like that. And now, yeah, I was gonna say it's about to go into burnout.
Level 2, just Gurk have enough. Can we optimize enough? Because we know meter, it's gonna be how many doesn't matter.
He's got it. Takes the third game here. And now Chinooo needs to figure out how to get back to what he was already doing earlier. GurkSlukarN is just, he's kind of just taking it more easy. He's not giving that rope to Chinooo, where Chinooo can just use it to use it to string him down, you know?
Yeah, and that's a great adaptation to see. You know, we might be like, he'll probably going, oh, I wish I'd adapted earlier, but it is great to see that adaptation coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, great air-to-air there from Chinooo. But once again, the DIs on the Jinrai are on point. You love to see this answer. They've been doing so many problems for Gurk, and he's found the solution to stop the bleeding.
Absolutely, and okay. Let's see here if Chinooo
the
has
run
what
stop.
it takes.
Great patience from Gurk. Takes the throw. Oh, text there. That was scary.
Just waiting for it. Beautiful stuff. Yeah. If there's one thing you should never test, it's Chinoo's reactions.
No. And like you said, that was definitely a great example of Chinooo being like, what are you going to do now? We've seen that we're both meant to play a bit more reactively. I can still react.
Definitely.
Oh, this is where you feel the tension really racking up, because it's once again set point for Chinooo. Finds a big whiff punish on the sweep, goes for the overhead, but it's blocked this time. Again with the air-to-air.
Okay, corner position.
Stagger pressure. What a tech from Gurk.
Oh, beautiful. And that's going to put him in burnout as well. Burnout, corner. What's the option going to be here?
Do you risk it with the reversal super? I think Chinoo's going to be looking for that, but stays at distance. Not pressing so far yet. Oh, the call out. Oh my goodness. We're going straight into the critical art here for GurkSlukarN. That drive gauge is recovering. Lively turtles are evening up, but no.
Oh my god. Oh, didn't get the full conversion. Oh, but that is it.
Oh my god, Gurk stays alive.
He's making so many smart decisions here. I really love seeing it.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. Oh, the perfect parry. Slight drop on the combo there, but still, has the momentum shifted?
Definitely starting to look like it, but Chinooo is still on match point here.
Lovely whiff punish once again with that sweep. Chinoo's doing such a good job with those.
And GurkSlukarN not afraid to put himself in burnout here either.
Oh, is it a bait? Yes. No,
beautiful.
it wasn't. I thought it was for a second, but Chinooo went for the throw.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing from it, but gets the overhead. The pressure is on.
Great pressure sequence from Chinooo. The amnesia to deal with the DI.
Oh, but that's going to be it.
Yep.
He has level 2, as long as he doesn't drop this. Yeah, there it is.
It is. Oh, wow.
That amnesia was an MVP play.
That was so hype. That was just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But what a set the players are putting on a show for us.
For sure, and I wanna give a big shout out to GurkSlukarN. You know, really. I mean, getting 7th is really strong. It's a bracket of over 100 people, so, you know, really good stuff. But what I really appreciated from him in that set as an adaptation was whenever he got to a situation where it was like a 90% chance that Chinooo was going to put him in burnout anyway, he opted for the drive impact because he knew that Chinooo wants to play at his pace. He's not going to anticipate that kind of play because he's thinking, I'm going to put you in burnout because I want to do that.
Yes.
And he just responded in kind with, yeah, well, I want to do this.
Yeah.
So he, in his mind, most likely he was thinking, I'm going to be in burnout anyway, but if I do this, there's risk attached to it, but there's also some reward attached to it. If I just sit back and take the burnout, there's no reward.
You're so right, and that's a really great example of active decision making, not letting your opponent be in the driving seat, even at those scary moments. And yeah, absolutely beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I loved seeing it, but unfortunately for GurkSlukarN goes out here in 7th place, but you know, amazing showing. And okay, seeing these matchups coming up, Smoib versus Kwiddo is gonna be a slobber knocker, but I also need to highlight Ixion versus Chinooo. That's a classic. Back to the SF4 days, you know, we had brackets all over the country throughout the majority of Street Fighter 4's lifespan, and Chinooo, Ixion, they ran into each other probably 100 times. So it's gonna be different characters. Back then it was Dan versus Fei Long.
Yep.
But it's gonna be interesting to see.
Oh, it's really nice to see these matchups with so much legacy being able to be showcased once again on a fantastic stage to really give the players the opportunity to show out what they can offer. And of course, not just Headstomper showing out what they can offer, we are powered of course by AOC, providing all the monitors for them in the event, making sure that the players can have those crisp and sharp reaction times with 4K, 160 Hz and that 1 millisecond response time, making sure everything works just right. 100%.
I've always been like, monitors can't make that much of a difference, but I'm gonna be honest, while I've been here, I've played better than ever.
Really
And
nice.
it's down to the monitors, because I haven't been practicing, so it's not on me, it's definitely the monitors, I promise you.
I love it.
All right, so we are gonna see Kwiddo up against Smoib here. This is gonna be interesting. The modern Honda. So that's actually another layer to this whole thing, because we saw Kwiddo play, and a lot of it was like, you know, Blanka shenanigans. But if you have modern controls, you have a completely different level of reactions available to you.
Yeah, that's definitely something that Kwiddo is going to need to be aware of as the set goes on, and really kind of maybe adjust some of those setups to maybe putting more, you know, kind of pauses to really try and bait those reversals out from Smoib.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are seeing that they're kind of feeling each other out. I think that makes sense for the type of characters that they play, but Smoib actually getting corner position here might start seeing our first big interaction with the perfect parry from Kwiddo.
Yeah, lovely side swap here. Getting the knockdown, baits the throw. Lovely stuff, great conversion here for Kwiddo once again. And we've got the DI, no reactions from Smoib.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He did have bar. He could have gone for a level 1 there if he was ready. Oh, Blanka check coming in with the assist.
And of course, Kwiddo always ready to convert from those assists, being like, yep, you've done your job, now I've got to do mine.
And another beautiful perfect parry there. Kwiddo really aware of where those timings should be.
Yeah, I think we've talked about a lot, but Honda is a matchup that in the Nordic region you have to be ready for. There are so many Hondas, and so it looks like Kwiddo has done the homework. Oh no! Ooh, game getting mixed once again with Blanka on screen.
Yeah, interesting.
Ooh, again with the throw.
Oh, nice.
Nice cash out to level 3, and that is going to put Kwiddo at 1-0, I think.
Yeah. Good start here from Kwiddo. And yeah, speaking of the Honda matchup experience, I don't have this verbally confirmed, but I know that Kwiddo and Rotba used to be, back in the Street Fighter 4 days, they were part of the same team, a group called Individualists. So they do have a long-standing friendship. So it's possible that he's trained with the Rotba to learn their Honda matchup. I'm not sure, but you know, could be.
That definitely sounds really plausible, and I hope it's true, right? Because that's keeping that community collaboration going, because that's what you need to really be able to level up and, you know, improve your game at all levels.
Yeah, for sure. And Smoib with a very strong start in this round here, but Kwiddo showing signs of resistance and not afraid at all of going into burnout. Both of them there now.
Yep, both of them in the grey, but Smoib, great spacing there from Kwiddo. Just seems really, really confident, just really happy to play this game. And Smoib definitely doesn't feel like he's been able to use Honda's tools to their full effect, and modern in some ways to its full effect.
Yeah, it's a whole different game when you're in top 8. Like, not just because of, you know, the level of opponents and whatnot, but also just at a mental level for yourself. It's a completely different thing to sit in.
Yeah, the pressure is so much higher when you're here. You've got everyone at your back, and it's kind of like everything's on the line right now. This is good sequencing from Smoib here, but Kwiddo finds the perfect parry once again. Really knows when Smoib is going to want to press.
Yeah, and I can't help but feel that Smoib is just like falling into a bit of despair on that, because if someone gets a perfect parry on you, it happens. If someone gets 2 perfect parries on you, it's unlucky. Someone gets 4?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you almost sit there, don't you, doubting yourself, going, what am I doing that's what is the tell? What do I need to mix up? Oh God, but I love this. Ooh, going back to character select, having a breather, and we're going for Luke. Now that's interesting, because I know, like at the start of the game, Smoib was really playing Chun, so with the character switch, I'd have been thinking maybe more Chun, but I bet, you know, modern Luke still has a real bevy of tools. Those level 1s can be so clutch in modern.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very good tool, and Luke in general was one of those characters at the start of the game where people said, you know, modern is actually good. You know, we saw Tachikawa playing modern Luke for a long time as well.
Nice. Great delay on the DP there to get the crosscut, but Smoib already in burnout. Going for a hyper-aggressive Luke game here, but Kwiddo gets the throw. We're pushing Luke into that corner.
Yeah, and we might see a drive impact coming at any moment now.
Oh, what a tech from Smoib.
Oh!
Get the pick
That's
up.
brutal.
Blanka
Just going for big mix-ups, but beautiful blocking from Smoib.
Yeah, maybe Smoib beginning to get the read on those mix-ups, and that's something that could concern Kwiddo as we go further into this game. Nice tech once again. Ooh, but the back walk there, too far. And we're using Shout to Earth to close out the round, and Kwiddo is on set point.
Yeah, it's looking real difficult here for Smoib, but I do feel like the Luke pick has worked out so far. Like, he is getting more out of it than he was on Honda.
Yeah, you're right. It definitely does feel like the right call to go for it. You know, like we were saying about Kwiddo potentially having Honda training partners, but once again, uses that reversal timing so well. And again, with the air ball, Kwiddo just seems to still have those reads on the fundamental kind of neutral of what Smoib wants to do.
Yeah, but Smoib actually looking like he might... Oh, perfect parry you back this time. Okay, and that, if he wants to burn a meter, yep, that is going to be a round for Smoib.
Nice. Great optimization. Better to spend it, especially at a time like this. You know, you set point down, you have to spend. And Smoib is doing that.
Absolutely.
Ooh, big whiff, but no punish there from Kwiddo. Ooh, it works. Nice counter hit confirmed there from Kwiddo to spend that level 1. Smoib is on the offensive, finds the throw. We're getting closer and closer to that right-hand corner. Nice tech from Kwiddo.
Yeah, and Kwiddo not that scared at all, despite being right at the corner here. And as I said, he goes for the full back.
And there's the modern reactions
there
with the suppressor. Level 1, no DIs here, thanks.
Yeah, that's what... Oh, yeah, didn't quite have the bar this time. I think he built it when he got hit.
And that was super meaty DI. And with that, Kwiddo is going to take it 3-0. But what a run from Smoib, taking his bows and the applause. Good stuff. Great sportsmanship from the players.
Absolutely. And, you know, modern is pretty rare to see outside of Japan. Because in Japan, there are actually a lot of players who play modern. When you go through the results, like even like top 128, 256 in EVO Japan, you find a lot of modern players. But overseas, it hasn't really caught on in the same way.
Yeah, it hasn't, and you also see that sort of thing. Like I remember when the Sejam Slam was on, and you know, there was a lot of advice to the streamers taking part who hadn't played Street Fighter very much, like go with modern, and everyone was like, I ain't doing that. I ain't taking the easy route. I want to learn classic, goddammit. So there's definitely a really different mindset between that scene over in Japan and, you know, in this case in the States, as to what modern is for. But you know, it does have a lot of set of tools. I have seen some other players have, like, you know, some other characters to play in modern, but then I'm playing classic on other characters, and I think that's when you can really get the best of both worlds. That you've got that, you know, you can go in this matchup, I want the steady big damage, you know, with a bit more execution. In this match, those reactions are going to be super, super important.
Absolutely, and I think that's a part which people were talking a lot about early on, which was like which characters are actually really good in modern. Even like really early in the game at the first Evo, Haitani, like a legendary fighting game player, comes top 8 with modern Chun-Li. It's like nobody saw that coming.
Nope.
But I actually even saw a guy who made like a comment like, if there's it was something like, if there's a modern character in top 8, the old Japanese gods are going to be crying. And that's like, well, like, one of the old Japanese gods is there with modern, it turned out.
He's going, right, I am going to cook with this setup. Yes, please. I'm going to have a good time. And Haitani definitely did that, Evo.
Yeah. And now we are getting the legacy matchup here. Speaking of old gods, we have Ixion versus Chinooo. Again, these guys have run into each other in tournament like it might be up to 100 times. Like, I'm not even joking. It's so many times. And man, there's so much history here. And I can't wait to see the Street Fighter 6 because I haven't seen. They've definitely played in Street Fighter 6. I haven't seen them go against each other in Street Fighter 6.
And what a stage to like be showing that matchup off to people for the first time, almost being like, it's all Sweden showdown. We're at Headstomper. We are offline. It's going to get super hype, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of the guys from Ixion's chat are probably here right now, partying, as they should be, to support their guy. And I hope you're all having a great time, whether you're an Ixion chatter or whether you're just here for the games and the good vibes.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm something of an Ixion chatter myself. So, you know, shout outs to my boys out there. Shout outs to Initial D Volvo. I see you. No, but even like I'm doing the results article on Event Hubs. Even in the comments there, I have Ixion memes coming when they saw him in top 8. So, you know, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're spreading through the internet.
Yeah. So I want to see some Ixie emotes in chat when I look back at the VOD.
And I'm sure we will, and we are getting straight into it now. Oh, there we go. Yep, the legacy, the history. Who's going to come out on top this time? Yeah, let's go.
All right, and not only is it like a legacy matchup between players, legacy characters too.
Yep. Street Fighter 2, of course, it's Ken and Dee Jay, the World Warriors themselves, are taken to the stage. Absolutely,
and good start here. Chinooo getting the correct read on that throw with a punish counter on it. Nice reversal from Ixion.
Yeah, I think Ixion was watching some of the past matches there going, we like to go for the Jinrai into the follow-ups quite a lot. Well, I've got a tool that's going to deal with that, please and thank you.
Oh my goodness, so many clean hits here from Chinooo. Oh.
Yeah, no level 1 there to speak of, but the drop didn't make good use of that DI splash. But we're out of the pressure now for Ixion, setting up there with the air slasher.
Yeah, that does open up the door for Ixion, and another one.
Yep.
Ixion with very good reads here on when Chinooo wants to go full aggression.
But Chinooo finds that way in. I definitely think it's interesting though, because Ixion seems like quite happy to play at space, almost go, you come to me, Chinooo, start your pressure, and then I'm just going to throw you off me. But so far, Chinooo is not deterred.
Yeah, not at all. And I'm gonna tell you, he's not going to be.
No. He's here to party with Ken and have a good time, and we are seeing that now.
Oh, no DP. That's very rare.
Yeah, I almost feel that like, you know, crouch jab maybe was what he wanted to be a DP perhaps, but it didn't matter. Nice sway from Ixion. Gets the drill into jackknife maximum, sets up.
Oh, beautiful.
Punch. And now we're cashing out. Don't need to.
Yeah, I really like these extensions that Dee Jay gets in the corner. The thing about Ixion as a player, anyone who watches his stream knows this. He likes flashy and cool stuff.
Yes.
So he labs the stuff where he can do cool sequences. Unfortunately, might need to lab that one a little bit more.
Yep.
Oh, and that is going to be massive damage here from Chinooo. Should be able to close that out. Yep.
Great patience from Chinooo, really kind of getting the vibe that Ixion was wanting just to throw it out there and kind of get those reversals. And Chinooo was like, I've played you too often.
Yeah.
I know that you are going to want to get this game on the board, and you're just going to send it to do it.
Yeah, but I understand how Ixion ended up there, because he was correct, I think, 3 times in a row on the OD Jackknife Maximum. Then he was like, if I'm already right, like, I might as well do the level 3.
And again, you know, it's all that thing of making a statement to your opponent. For Ixion, you know, kind of going, I'm not afraid to throw these out. And so that could start to put that doubt in Chinoo's mind on those Oki situations. Should I press?
Yeah.
Or should I wait? And that's when we might start to see those Abauray buttons coming in from Ixion.
Let's see. Chinooo just throwing out the heavy kicks here. Nice punish from Ixion. Very good awareness on the frames of Ken.
Ooh, no invincibility on the level 1. That's why the DI beat it, and now Ixion in burnout, but jumps the DI this time. Oh, just too far to convert from that crouch medium punch.
Oh, unfortunate.
But great composure from Chinooo, being ready to get the chip, but that's so unfortunate for Ixion.
Okay, that's a good driver start here, but Chinooo ready with the ODDP. I'm gonna do that the entire block.
ODEX, it's all the same. It all does the same thing. They all go all glowy and it gets cool properties.
Maybe we should just start saying golden.
Yeah.
But he has, like, outside of level 3, he has a full success rate on that. Oh, here we go. Chinooo will definitely press in.
Yeah. And have we got the rhythm on the main stage? Yes, we do. We are grooving with Dee Jay.
Oh, he just walked up, bro.
Nice.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, I like that. That feels like the confidence is back. If you're feeling yourself to be able to do walk-up throw, you're feeling good.
Walk-up throw in burnout even.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely feeling good.
When Chino's going, you like throws? I'm going to throw you in the corner.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Big Bus. There's been so many OGDPs.
Yeah.
To do the work.
And we've talked a lot about Ixion being so aware, but like, Chinooo has 100% hit rate on those too.
He's in the zone.
Yeah.
He's just in the flow state. It's almost like the lead from his controller to the PS5 is sending back like haptic feedback going, it is time. The time to DP is now. Do it, do it, do it. Feels it in the force.
Yeah. And that's just what I know Chinooo for. Like, he's so good at just forcing his game plan and making the opponent feel helpless. And I don't think Ixion is at that stage yet, but it's looking rough.
But I think that's a good sign as well. We've got the anti-air there from Ixion. That mental stack is not overwhelming him just yet. Finds the slide as well. Tries to beat something out. Nice air-to-air there from Chinooo and gets the back throw, so now has that all-important corner position.
Let's see if Chinooo can... Oh, no!
No, it doesn't connect.
That is so unfortunate. But still alive here.
And Ixion's still not afraid to throw those out, but Chinooo finds the big hit here. Goes to the overhead, resets into the throw. One hit will do it.
Did he do something this time? He did
No.
not! Oh, and that is gonna stick in Ixion's head now. Let's see if Ixion can find a way to turn it around. He is one round away from getting sent home in 5th place.
Good patience here, taking the throw. This is hard because if he takes and it's wrong, it doesn't matter though, because we're gonna OOD right out of there.
Oh, man.
Good stuff. Oh, the slide.
Oh!
No punish, but we get the perfect parry. And no full punish there again. I don't know if we're going for a cheeky reset, but it doesn't matter because Chinooo is there with that level 3.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a very dire situation for Ixion. Basically, any type of interaction can lead to death here except for a throw. And the DI!
What a call.
Unfortunate there for Ixion, but Chinooo taking it with a quick 3-0 and, you know, hugging it out. Ixion not too happy with that, how that ended, but at least it was to a friend.
Yes. Yeah, it's kind of like, if you're going to lose, it's always going to be bad, but if you're losing to a friend, you can kind of go, well played, mate, now you better win.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's the thing, that you have the hug and you go, if you don't win, I'm going to be really, really mad.
That's the one I always go with. I always have the OS that, like, well, the guy I lost to won, so you know.
So, you know, clearly I'm like the second best player.
Yeah,
because,
I mean, I might have lost in round 1, but
you know,
he's still the guy. Yeah.
It always makes you feel better when, like, the person who beat you, sent you into losers are at the tournament, has a really good bracket run. You're like, I'm not that bad.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I made them have like some moments there where they had a bit of a sweat, so that's fine. I did well.
Some people lab combos, I lab coping mechanisms. It's all good. Like, there's room for everyone in the FGC.
You know, we've been talking about the mental game, so labbing coping mechanisms is actually kind of part of the game.
Yeah.
Maybe we all need to spend time doing that. That's something that I think we need to take with us and be like, we need to do the pressure coping mechanisms. Yeah. We need to get in the lab, guys. Let's level up our mental.
I mean, that is a big part of it, for sure. Like we were talking about earlier, I think it was with Smoib, that like, the modern reactions weren't exactly there all the time, and a part of that was probably just like the nerves of being in top 8 on the big stage. It's a completely different world.
Yeah, it's so different playing in tournament, whether it's on the big stage or just on the setups compared to playing at home, because you're suddenly so aware of everyone around you, and that's only going to be magnified on the stage, right? That
Absolutely.
There's that thing of going, I don't want to mess up basic execution right now because everyone's watching me, but that's the thing that, you know, the players that really, really reach that high level are just able to put that away in the back of their head and just go, you know, I'm here to play my game and show my style of Street Fighter.
Yeah, and I think that's very common with these international players. We're going to see Didimokof and MysticSmash here. Both of them no strangers to the very big stages. Nope. And one of the competitors in the other games, we have SNK legend Score here, and I was talking to him before Fatal Fury earlier, and he was going up against Leffen, who's obviously Swedish, hometown hero, and I told him, like, you know, Leffen's the only Swedish player in this top 16, so the crowd is going to be very much against you. And he just smiled and said, "Doesn't bother me." And it's like that's how you have to be. You need to have that level of mental. And a lot of these players that have the pedigree, and we talked about it earlier for Didimokof. He's Capcom Cup representative.
Yes.
He's been in there. They have that because they have to.
Yes, but there's that bit of me that's so jealous, right, as well.
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
Can you just tell me your secrets so that I would be able to sit there and go, I don't care.
Yeah,
because,
right?
That sounds good. That's like a
wish.
good life skill. There's so many situations in and out of fighting games, and that would just be so useful to be able to go, I'm safe.
Yeah,
I'm at one.
good.
I'm at peace in a stressful situation. Oh, and we do have the Aki mirror because the guys are queued up, and we are jumping in. No intro, so for winners finals. So sad.
Unfortunate. All right, so Aki is actually one of these characters that I feel has really taken off, not necessarily in play rate, because it's not uncommon, but she's not really common either. She's like, been in the road. But like, as far as popularity goes, she's like the breakout character of Street Fighter 6, I feel like.
Yeah, so many people love this character, and it's easy to see why. She's got such a great toolkit, and it's really a great example of them taking Fang, who, there were specialists, of course, in the EU, Vega Patch and MQS really holding it down, but Aki's really brought the poison mindset to a whole new group of players, and it's great to see.
Yeah, I mean, in the words of the legendary Broski, Aki is cool.
Aki is cool, and we are seeing that right now.
Definitely, and let's see the pressure here. Actually, Didimokof was kind of winning until MysticSmash just turned it up a gear, and he wasn't able to keep up with him.
Yeah, I think MysticSmash has been really using the light kick from Aki in a really awesome way. And I know it was a tool that I think when she came out, people were talking about it as a great whiff punish tool, as a great punish tool. But you don't always see it quite as much. But Mystic is there going no, I am representing the light kick here.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting to see the clash of two different styles of Aki here. Okay.
I like that anti-air. Didimokof knowing the trade to be favourable, and we are now in the corner, getting the throw. What's the setup? No anti-air, so Mystic is out.
Oh, nice. Very good read there from Diddy, that he was going to want to go into the air.
Yep. Air-to-air can be a really great way to deal with the cruel fate coming in at you. Sometimes, just the normal anti-airs, not always the way to do it, but those air-to-airs can really help if you're not going to DP.
Absolutely, but now Mystic is the one taking the advantage at the start.
Nice. Chases down, the reversal slide to get out of the corner and gets the throw, sets up the fireball into the drive rush, air-to-air this time, plus frames once again. Ooh! Great call out there from Didimokof.
Yeah, now has the corner position, Mystic in burnout. It's basically Diddy's game to lose at this point, and there it is, the big stun.
Yeah, no reaction this time from Mystic, so we're going to see the cash out from Diddy. Oh no, the drop! And Mystic has all that meter back now, but we're going for the throw. Difficult situation.
He bet it all.
Yep.
Yeah, and Diddy taking game one there over MysticSmash.
It's looking super close though. This definitely feels like it could go either way very, very easily between these two players. There we go, misread there from Didimokof, and Mystic gets the punish, but great instant air.
Absolutely, and Mystic getting close to burnout again here. It's kind of interesting how he's always right at the edge of it.
Yeah, really kind of going super aggressive and then almost dialing it back to go, I'm going to play a bit of a distance now to kind of rebuild, engage. It's really great style.
Oh, really ready for everything, it feels like.
Yeah, attacking the drive gauge, kind of making the most of the fact that Mystic was low on it to be able to really get that full damage, put Mystic in burnout, and it's Queen of Burnout on Queen of Burnout, and you don't want to be the one who doesn't have the drive gauge right now.
For sure, and that is going to be a nice conversion. The poison is stacked again, and stun with the drive impact.
Yeah, great stuff. Didimokof going early, not giving MysticSmash the time to kind of be buffering the super to be able to deal with it. Really great play.
Okay, yeah, just drive versus in, but I think, it was not doing anything, and gonna get a good conversion here.
Yeah, we've got the explosion into the air once again, reapplying the poison with the setup. Nice stuff from Mystic.
Yeah, that was the exact setup we saw earlier as well, but Diddy not falling for it.
Yep.
Gets the reversal. Let's see what the option is here.
Oh, that was sick. Fireball drive rush into jump. I like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before.
Oh, good choice there from Mystic, getting the jump over and probably gonna, spend it to close out the bar. Sorry, the round.
Yep, I like that. You can always make more blue bar. You don't want to be 2-0 down if you don't have to be. Great choice from Mystic.
I definitely agree. It's hard to see where exactly Mystic is going wrong, but it feels like he is going very aggressive, which in itself isn't wrong, but he's not getting as much out of it as he's spending. That's like where the issue lies.
Yeah, it feels like that risk-reward balance is almost like the calculation of risk-reward isn't quite there. It feels like it's Didimokof's style that's really causing that slight imbalance.
Yeah. There's a revenue issue.
Yes.
He's not matching his budget with his spending.
Maybe I can use to go see JP to get some accountancy tips.
Maybe. Gets out of the corner here. Okay, good choice there to put Diddy back in there.
Yeah, and in burnout now, and it's this time it's Mystic's turn to go. Are you going to react with the super? And the answer is no. So this is going to be big damage from MysticSmash. What's conversion? Are we going to spend the level 1 into Cruel Fate? Gets the bounce and builds level 2 in time. Optimization once again from MysticSmash, but it's not quite dead yet. And that burnout jump into the corner is very scary. Oh man, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, he really bet it all once more there, and unfortunately did not pay off. And Didimokof now. Oh, character select. Are we gonna see the Kimberly switch?
I wonder if we are, because you know, I think it was we saw in top 16. I think we saw Mystic go down 2-0 and then pick Kimberly.
It's definitely possible. Then we'll see the same thing happen again.
We've got the there's definitely a thinking face there from Mystic. He's considering it, and Didimokov's going like in the zone, going, I just need to play my own game. I just need to play my own game. Stick with it. Ooh, and we are locking in with A.K.I.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, because I don't think the mirror match has been bad for him.
Not at all.
It's just been an issue of resource management. And it's not that I know better how we should spend it, but you can clearly see that Didimokof is making better decisions as far as when burnout is like acceptable.
Yes, and it does make me wonder, you know, we were talking about how, you know, Didimokof might not always have, you know, that access to the top level player pool.
Yeah.
This feels like a really great knowledge of the Akuma, right? Like knowing how to really deal with someone playing your own character.
Yeah, and I actually think...
Oh, the delay, though, on the slide to get into the step. Oh, my goodness.
Good Lord.
Great use of the cower crouch to dodge the DI from Mystic.
Yep, and here we go, a throw from Didimokof. Getting some conversion here for Mystic. Let's see.
It's so tense. This just feels like it's such a pivotal round right now. It really feels like that momentum of the match is hanging in the balance.
Oh, too far away, and Didimokof now 1 round away from getting into winners finals here.
And I love the awareness of being at that distance and being like, right, best conversion here, let's keep it simple and go for the sweep after the punish counter. Absolutely beautiful from Didimokof.
Yeah, and even getting out of the corner, Didimokof is just ready and getting everything here. You know, this is looking so rough, and that should be it, right?
Yeah, I think we'll be very unlucky if that didn't kill.
I mean,
the players are having a
players
little quick look and they're like, nah, we're
so
dead.
There are a few things I want to approach there. Like, first of all, usually taking a mental break, going to character select is the right call.
Yes.
I think it was the wrong call here.
I think you're right with that.
Yeah.
It definitely felt like the indecision built up. Like, I think if that was a character switch, like a go to character select to kind of take the deep breath and go, center self and go, that would have been good. Or if it was the go to character select and quickly go, Kimberly time.
Yeah.
I think, like, it almost felt like there was a bit of lack of confidence there. So I think you're exactly right.
Exactly. Because a lot of times people go to character select either to make the switch
Yep.
or for breathing room.
Yes.
But I feel like Mystic went without knowing why he went there.
Yes. Almost like, oh, I should go. And almost like that, I don't know what to do right now.
Yeah. So he was actually like trying to decide whether he was going to switch or not. And that's, if you already have those doubts outside of the actual round, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
And another thing, you mentioned Didimokof was showing quite the mastery of the Aki mirror. That reminded me. There's another former Capcom Cup participant, Zenith, who's from Brazil,
Yes.
who also plays Aki. So I'm pretty sure that's why he knows it so well, because obviously they both play Aki. They're both from Brazil. You know, Brazil's very big. I don't know if they're close to each other like that, but at the very least, they would be at the same Brazilian majors.
Yes,
So I'm sure they've put time in playing against each other.
Yeah, because, you know, like you're saying with majors, that offline thing, when, you know, you've got people spread so far out, the netcode obviously in 6 is really, really great.
Oh,
really
it's amazing.
Blessed with it. But, it, you know, there's things it can't deal with. We know that there's distances in the EU where we start to get struggles, so that can cause some, you know, difficulties for players.
It can also be a routing issue. And that's a thing sometimes between France and Germany, for example. They have poor routing depending on where you are, and that's just gonna. It's not even distance at that point.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just ISPs. Some just don't like each other, and you're just gonna go like, well, how? I am literally 20 miles down the. But yeah,
that's just not something you can help.
The joys of infrastructure.
Exactly. But yeah, I will say right before we go into this match, Street Fighter 6, the best netcode in fighting against Barnon, 100%, no doubt.
Good. Oh, and the crowd are properly hyped for this one, and Kwiddo is loving it.
Yeah, Sweden versus Denmark, a historical battle, I should say. And Kwiddo has been around, you know, he's been coming and going, more so than Chinooo, but I'm pretty sure they've played against each other, but probably not to the extent that Ixion and Chinooo have.
Yes. Yeah, definitely, you know, like you said, it's such a close connection between Denmark and Sweden.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not probably going to be quite as much as, like, the connection that Chinooo and Ixion have from the locals and that side of things.
Of course. Here we are seeing Chinooo getting some pressure going. Backing off, though.
I think being really careful and kind of really wanting Kwiddo to make that first move, maybe want to be ready to DP react to the Blanka balls, really make a statement.
Oh, nice low there from Kwiddo.
Nice hop.
Oh,
ooh, the overhead setup. Oh, we're back into the corner. Ooh,
oh
my
god.
Reversal kind of works. Like, if you're Chinooo, you go, oh no, oh wait, I'm going to take that.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it was going to work for Kwiddo, but then just didn't recover in time. That's really unfortunate because it was not a bad idea.
No, it really made sense. It was kind of like, it definitely felt like it was a bait, reversal bait. And so I bet Kwiddo, when they saw the drive reversal fast, was like, right, ready. And then it's like, oh wait, no, why didn't that work?
Oh, and Chinooo already in burnout here. Doesn't even matter.
Nope.
Starts pushing even more.
Yeah, just going for it. Like, I'm going to like loop the Jinrai. I'm going to go for some Dragon Lashes. Are you ready for all of this? Nope. Great. I'm going to be building bar while I'm being offensive.
All right, let's see here. Chinooo actually out of burnout already without really suffering any for it. But Kwiddo going into the level 2 here. And this is the last place you want to be against Blanka.
Nice. Really great job guarding that corner. But Chinooo finds that hit as well. Oh, but the mix is real from Kwiddo. We're back in that corner.
Oh, that's an airborne hit though.
Oh no! The air reset. I feel really bad for Chinooo. It's like, you know, you got the hit, committed.
Yeah.
It's like so close to being right, and
so close to being right.
But again, we're still seeing those like jab checks on Blanka. I really love to see that, just kind of not letting people just get away with the hop.
Oh, nice.
I think Kwiddo might be wanting to bait out a reversal there of some sort, but Kwiddo ready for it.
Beautiful.
Looking nice.
Yeah, so Chinooo up one game there. Didn't let it like mentally affect him at all. I think he remembered in his mind the meme with Star Trek's Picard. Sometimes you can make the winning move and still lose.
Yes.
And it's just like, so it's fine. I'll just keep making the winning moves.
But yeah, I'm going to start thinking about Street Fighter because otherwise I'll be going into, like, my brain just was just like, oh, Star Trek, and it's like, no, I need to focus on the game.
We can go into Star Trek all after the stream, there's no issue. All right, Chinooo actually getting out of the corner there and starts putting the pressure on, but gets tagged by Kwiddo's jab.
Yeah, I really love Kwiddo's confidence once again that we've seen throughout this to be like, I'm going into the corner, I don't care, I am here for the mix is king.
Yeah, for sure, and I think Chinooo is... It's interesting because this is a clash of two very interesting playstyles because, as we said earlier, Chinooo is a player who kind of wants to wait and see what you want to do and he wants to react to it and such. But Kwiddo is also a similar type of player where we're talking about, like, he wants to lull you into a false sense of security and make you make mistakes. And it just culminates in these shifts of momentum from where they're both chilling into where they're both going crazy.
Yeah, I think you're really right that it's almost at the same time.
Oh,
and again, big bat from Chinooo.
Yeah, I think he'd gone all in and hit the jackpot so many times that he started to feel invincible.
Yes. and sometimes it comes back to bite you. But I kind of feel like I don't want to see Chinooo lose that almost, because it's been really working, and I think keeping that confidence might be the key to keeping that edge over Kwiddo.
Yeah, I agree, and I also hope that he keeps it, but like from experience, many years of seeing Chinooo play, I don't think I ever saw him lose confidence. So I wouldn't be too worried. Okay, nice perfect parry there from Kwiddo on the Jinrai. Getting the corner as well.
We're in there. Are we going to see the setups still giving... Ooh, a little bit of space there. Chinooo getting some room, but again, that air blank ball doing the work. Oh, the cross cut.
But Kwiddo's so good on the perfect parry. I thought it was a Honda thing, but no, he's just good at perfect parrying everyone.
He's like so ready. This is like, how many hours have you spent in this game, Kwiddo?
Yeah.
And again, it gives us a slight advantage for Kwiddo now, but Chinooo comes out swinging with that lovely anti-air to start us off into the drive rush, into the throw, and we're pushing Kwiddo into the corner right now.
All right, let's see what Kwiddo can figure out to get out of this situation. That is not it. Well, I mean, he did get out of the corner, but...
I think kind of going, I'll take a medium punch to get back to mid-screen.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. But Chinoo's getting so much from this situation.
Like the choice there of going for the OD ball to get out that pressure, but the big throw is going to do it. And they are all square again.
Yeah, 1-1 in matches, 1-1 in rounds. Oh, nice answer there.
Big start from Kwiddo. Jumps into the corner once again and goes for the throw, so we're right back to mid-screen. Really great use of the positioning from Kwiddo.
Was not ready for the overhead hit?
No.
Oh,
no!
What? Oh, Chinooo went way too crazy.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so now we've ascended even further. We were seeing momentum shifts from chill to crazy, and now we're in absolute insanity.
Yeah. Oh, the attempt to the DI.
Oh my
Kwiddo
God.
was ready for that. Oh my goodness. I'm like, that is impressive that after so many things flying around, that Kwiddo's still like, oh, DI, I check those.
Yeah. I would never expect that, and obviously Chinooo didn't either. It's crazy.
That feels fair.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what great timing on the jump on the fireball.
Definitely, but here Chinooo finally gets a clean hit and is gonna get a situation. Never mind. He might have gotten a situation, but Kwiddo said no.
He does, but Chinooo back in the corner. Didn't believe in the hit. Nice parry on the DI from Kwiddo.
Good anti-air. That's exactly what he's been looking for in the earlier matches as well. But this time, checks the drive rush overhead.
Super nice stuff from Chinooo. Going for the...
Good sweep.
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's fine. Oh, okay. It could have been fine.
It's so fast. Like you were saying, the momentum, we're just kind of going all over. So that drive reversal means, oh, do we get checked? Sweep again. Jump into the throw here for Chinooo. Kwiddo in burnout, gonna be out soon. Nice.
Gets the hit, and the crowd is happy no matter who's doing well. Like, they're going crazy at every round.
Love to see it.
All right, Kwiddo hitting the level 2 here.
Yep.
Chinooo's gonna be in mix-up city.
I like it. Straight into that corner. Sets up Blanka-chan. Oh! Was Chinooo ready for the side switch? Oh my god.
I would just jab the mix-up. That's Chinoo's approach.
I like, yeah. Hey, I take notes on that.
All right, and Kwiddo in a good position now. Oh my god!
Oh, stays alive! We'll take that.
Yeah. Chinooo was throwing out the crouching medium kick after that, and he was like, okay, I can keep checking with the crouching medium kicks, and then he realized, the Blanka-chan is still running at me. I didn't get in the air.
But what amazing decision making. Obviously didn't quite work out in that round, but still brilliant stuff from Chinooo.
Absolutely, and good. The reversal decisions from Kwiddo have just been impeccable.
Yes. Really knows when to kind of challenge that pressure.
Yeah. And I think he's successfully gotten into Chinoo's head now. Because Chinooo is making a lot of... Oh my goodness. Okay, punish counter throw. Drive reversal.
Oh! Oh, the hit spam from Chinooo.
And it's 2-2. Okay,
nice.
never mind me. Guys, I thought Chinooo was not, but that... Nope, that's me.
Wow, yeah, it kind of just felt like that momentum was so with Kwiddo, but Chinooo just really turned that around. And I don't know whether maybe that was a thing of Kwiddo feeling like super secure as well, where Chinooo was like, nah, I ain't done.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Kwiddo was really looking for with that heavy in that situation, because he was really far from Chinooo. And that's kind of what spelled his downfall there.
It We're all square once again. And we've got a real shift again. They're both being so cautious.
Good on the counter is confirmed there. He has those unlock.
Yeah, this looks so safe compared to just a couple of seconds ago when how they were playing. This is so calm.
Yeah, the momentum shifts are crazy. Like it's like they go from the autobahn onto like a 30-mile street. Like instantly.
Yeah, we're driving past the school. We better be careful, guys.
Exactly.
Oh, big hit there with the stand heavy punch. Chinooo trying to move punch. Oh, what a call out there from Kwiddo. Jumps the DI and gets the punish. Set point, Chinooo.
Yeah, Chinooo 1 round away from getting into that top 3 here. Let's see. Oh, they're even more careful this time.
Yeah, they're both going, you make the move. No, you make the move.
Oh, nice jump back ball there. Manages to get out of the corner with it as well.
Back to between. Oh, finds the low into the overhead.
What a casino.
Oh, what a call out. Wake up crouch, medium kick for Chinooo, and it totally works. And we're in that corner, and we're throwing once again. Are we in the loop? No, we go straight for the DI. It works.
And that's just shows how unafraid Chinooo is, because Kwiddo called him out on that before.
Yeah.
And Chinooo was just like, no, but this time you're not going to be ready. And he was right.
It's a pixel left, and the OG Fireball does it. And it's Chinooo that takes it in that incredible clash. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was amazing stuff. And I've watched so much Street Fighter, watched so many fighting games, and I've seen some high-paced matches. I've seen some slow-paced matches. But seeing gear shifting at that level, I don't think I've ever seen it.
No, I think as well, both players did so well to almost react to each other in it, particularly in that like final game when it was suddenly like, we're going slow.
Yeah.
And both Chinooo and Kwiddo were like, you're going slow? Well, I'm going slow. Well,
yeah.
You're going slow?
I think that's really what it was. It wasn't just that, because I've seen players that shift momentum.
Yeah.
But this was like a dance.
Yes.
They were just completely in
so
sync.
right. Yeah, that level of synchronicity of, like, almost like Street Fighter's contemporary dance here.
Yeah,
I bet you
right?
could put some music to that and be like, maybe, The only way it could have been better was if it was like a Manon mirror, because then there would have been more dancing.
True. That is definitely true. All right, so we are going to see MysticSmash come up here. Who was it that sent Chinooo to losers, actually?
Oh, goodness. I think it was quite a bit in the back in the bracket. I can't remember. I might have to go back and check that.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's one of these players, like if it was Didimokof or MysticSmash, because it might potentially be a run back. I'm not sure. Because, it was a while ago. That I'm 100% sure of.
I'm going to see if I can do a cheeky look up on Start GG while the players are getting set up. It's like, I might not have time because they might be ready to go in straight away. Come on, internet, let's get the tech. But even if we don't, it's still going to be a super hype set. And of course, we're expecting A.K.I versus Ken.
Yeah, that is what it's going to look like here. And it's what we've been expecting. And I don't know. I feel like Chinooo plays a decent amount online, so he should have good A.K.I experience.
Yeah, definitely a thing of if you're, this level of player, regularly playing in ranked, you're going to run into people. You're going to run into Broski. You're going to run into Atsuna. And of course, you're going to run into Ballerina as well. There's so much A.K.I representation that you're going to see. Making sure those buttons are nice and crispy and ready to go. This is it, losers finals. Hey, whatever it takes to get ready. If that's what you need to be like, I'm hyped.
Look, if I had a body like that, I'd be flexing too. So come on, I ain't judging. I ain't judging. All right, A.K.I versus Ken. This is the losers final here between MysticSmash and Chinooo.
To decide first place and who is going to get to face Didimokof in grand finals.
Yep, and MysticSmash getting really good pressure going here. Chinooo kind of trying to feel him out here.
Yeah, as we can expect to start with some of that reactive gameplay, but looking nice already with that strike throw gameplay. Really, but MysticSmash not committing to those techs.
Oh,
nice throw. Ooh, great use of the command grab there from MysticSmash. We've not really seen that represented too much yet, so it's a great time to throw it out to be like, you've not seen me do this yet today, so I'm going to do it to you.
Yeah.
Nice. Back throw again from Chinooo. We're back to being about even on life and resources here for both players. Oh, and Chinooo knows having the reaction for cool great, but here comes MysticSmash.
Yeah, it does have bar to work with here.
Are we going to spend? Yes, we are. Level 2 time.
That's it. takes round 1. But I want to say, looking at MysticSmash's HP there, almost all of that was frozen.
It really was. But I like that. That's kind of like playing a very fundamental game, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. Chinooo is an extremely fundamentals-based player. And I think that's kind of been evident, even for people who are not familiar with him looking at this, because, you know, he can go crazy and all, but like he's really been on point with is, you know, the anti-air DPs, the shimmies, and, you know, the throw mix-ups and everything like that. So he's definitely a classic player.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really seeing that come to the front. And great response there from Chinooo, looking so in control.
Yeah, it was interesting back and forth here because Mystic really took control of the first round. He took the throws, but outside of that, he was kind of dominating. And then Chinooo here just overwhelms him with fundamentals.
But great perfect parry there into the punish counter, and we're out of that corner, but delay on the DP, aware of the potential safe jump there from Mystic. Great stuff from Chinooo, and we're cashing out with a level 3.
Yeah, and that, in this situation, the damage, sure. But I think the most important part is that Chinooo gets almost 2 full drive bars back from doing that.
Oh, what a call out, and Mystic was ready with the counter DI. Great opportunity here.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I was gonna say he was gonna put Chinooo in burn up, but no such luck. And Chinooo taking game 1 here over Mystic.
Yeah, maybe realizing that Mystic's wanting sometimes to go for those parries, to deal with the jump-ins when it's, you know, they're a little bit late. Great awareness to be able to go straight for that throw.
Good, perfect parry there from MysticSmash, completely ready for the Dragon Lash coming. Oh my god.
Oh, the shimmy.
Wonderful stuff.
Nice stuff from Chinooo. And again, perfect parries.
So many perfect parries.
And we didn't really see that quite as much against Kwiddo. It's almost like going, I know the thing that might shake you here, and I'm going to use it.
Yeah, that is kind of how it feels.
Nice late parry.
Oh.
This time we get the punish counter throw from MysticSmash, and straight into it again. Delayed DP. Chinooo still full of confidence.
Oh my god. I wish we had like a perfect parry counter on the screen.
Yes, like ding, ding, ding. It almost feels like call and response, doesn't it, a little bit?
Yeah, basically.
Like a conversation, like, da, 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 da. Here's my point, but wait, here's my rebuttal.
Exactly,
almost like the objection button. Nice chance from Chinooo. Both playing slightly cagey. I like this. They're both kind of going, what are you going to do? Nice parries. Good tick throw from MysticSmash. Good patience.
Yeah, good trade there. And Mystic kind of just zoning Chinooo out with normals here. Just, no, I'm putting these out so you can't drive rush in.
So ready for those Dragon Lashes from Chinooo. Gets the overhead, and we're going to be able to convert.
Yeah, and that's game 2 going to Mystic here. So we're sitting at 1-1 here in losers finals.
We're all tied up. What a great way to kick this off. And the pace feels, as well, you can definitely feel the difference in the pace and the difference in the strategies that are coming from Chinoo's side, which is so, like, incredible. It almost feels like coming off Kwiddo to then play this style of A.K.I from MysticSmash. Chinoo's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another skill you really need as a top player, is you need to be fast to adapt, because you are going to play wildly different characters and wildly different players and wildly different play styles.
It feels like Chinoo's just so prepared and ready for that. Nice anti-air from MysticSmash. Great setup there with the whip.
All right, let's see. Nice decision making here from Chinooo, getting him with the OD Shoryuken.
Mystic finds the opening there in Chinoo's offense. It's the setup, drive rush into the overhead, but it's blocked. Oh, what a call out from Chinooo.
Yeah, gets the level 1, and Mystic won, like basically any kind of hit away. But Chinooo also dangerously close. Is this going to chip it all the way?
Oh, it does. Great calculation from MysticSmash.
Yeah, and look how close he was to getting back to the drive.
Yeah, it was like seconds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, beautiful use of the OD cruel fate there to get over the fireball and get in, but wake up low from Chinooo, doing the business. Both of them already like, I know your strings, I know you're going to want to go into cow crouch into the kicks, or I know you want to go into Jinrai after that, like, great stuff.
Yeah, definitely got amazing reads on each other here, but I feel like Mystic, when it comes to the parry game, he's been a little bit ahead, and also he tends to get more out of the parries.
Yeah, really being able to optimize, not spend too much meter, obviously, because of the scaling, but really get the corner position out of it to kind of reset that situation, be back at neutral or at slight advantage, given that he's got Oki to play with.
Absolutely, but now finds himself in the corner here against Chinooo.
Ooh, the bait, but it's not taken, and Mystic is going to be able to cash out with that level 2 once again to go up 2-1.
Yeah, Mystic one match away from getting that coveted run back against Didimokof. Let's see if Chinooo can make something happen.
I like that Chinooo hanging back, but wants to move, so jumps, but MysticSmash there with that drive reversal. Ooh, I love the walk into the corner that Chinoo's doing, really causing MysticSmash to walk back,
nice.
and the timing on the DI, nice stuff.
Yeah, good stuff here. Anti-air jab coming out, shades of Street Fighter 5 here. Oh, nice anti-airing from MysticSmash, and this is going to be such a good situation for him.
Yeah, really making use of those landing frames as well to be able to get the, real offense going when Chinooo lands. Oh, beautiful spacing.
Absolutely. Mystic just perfectly picking his positions on the screen.
Chinooo finds the throw still in burnout here, so won't be able to extend the combos quite as much as probably wants to right now, but this offensive sequencing is working really well. The delay on the throw was absolutely perfect.
Absolutely. And there's the overhead.
I'm surprised Mystic went for the DI there, because the counter DI would have killed Mystic.
Yeah.
So, level 1 or 2 would have killed. That bit of an odd option.
I'm not really sure what he was expecting. It was a bit of a strange decision.
Oh, what?
Catches the backdash.
Yeah,
nice.
I thought that was a really well-placed bait, but yeah, like you said, backdash gets caught.
Amazing decision on timing that jump in there.
Oh, the whiff, but it doesn't matter. Mystic keeps the pressure. Nice low from Chinooo.
Let's see. There's a beautiful engagement from Mystic, and now one round away from getting into grand finals.
Oh, and we can hear the crowd wanting to send that energy all across to Chinooo to keep him in this match. But Mystic has been playing so clean, but Chinooo finding the crouch, medium kick into the drive rush, converting to push Mystic into that corner.
Oh, good counter poke there from Mystic, and gets so much out of it with the jump in afterwards.
Chinoo's going to be in burnout after this level 3. Great decision making once again from MysticSmash, but Chinooo does have the level 3 to respond to any attempts of DIs. It's just whether the reaction times will allow him to do it.
Yeah, I mean, as you've been saying, Aki is the queen of burnouts. This is like an absolutely horrible thing. Doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Really
yeah,
good
Mystic
stuff.
really just found where Chinooo wanted to press buttons, and at first it was like by introducing the parry, and then he started hitting the gaps.
Yes. Yeah, really, I think it's like you say, just really, really great adaptation to how Chinooo was wanting to play, finding all those gaps and making the most of them.
Yeah.
I think you said during the set about how both players were getting the perfect parries, but MysticSmash was getting the most out of them in terms of damage, in terms of positioning, and in terms of optimization. And that really, really made so much of a difference in this match.
Yeah, and I think that's, you kind of see it in their playstyle, because talked a lot about how Chinooo is a classic player, and he plays obviously plays a lot of Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
Obviously. But his core is that he's a very strong fundamental player, and he was playing a lot on that, and that's great, and it works really well. But when you go up against someone who is probably 80% of where you're at in that aspect, but then has the optimization as well when they get the opening, it's going to be hard to stack up.
Yeah, it certainly was. And Mystic also played that really well, but that is nothing to belittle Chinoo's achievement, getting 3rd place in such a stacked tournament.
Absolutely, yeah, the best placing Swede as well, so good on him.
Yeah, King of Sweden almost on that one.
I think he can be the king of Sweden.
I think we can do that. So yeah, I hope the disappointment of not getting into grand finals fades super quick, so Chinooo can really enjoy this moment, because incredible play.
Definitely. And with that, we are going to get into the grand finals here. Hope the crowd has some hype left in them, because we're going to see MysticSmash up against Didimokof here. Is it going to be the Aki mirror again?
Oh, I don't know. With the run back, I'm kind of tempted to say start off with a different character if you're MysticSmash. Try something else. You've got all those characters in your toolkit, so bring it out. Make the most of the time that you've got to really, you know, maybe make Didimokof sweat a little bit on it.
Yeah.
Oh, and we might be seeing just that right now. It is the Kimberly
coming
time.
out. And yeah, this is a character who I feel like she has a lot going for her. She's a very good offensive character, and early on she was lacking in certain areas, but with the buffs she's gotten, I feel like they've carved out a very good niche for her.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Kimberly's in a really good place. Some of her tools that maybe before just didn't really give her much now really feel like they lead to quite a lot. And of course that stand heavy punch is now doing the business, and it makes her super, super dangerous on offense and mixing up just as she should be.
Absolutely, but unfortunately Mystic gets tagged with the punish counter throw there, put into the corner. This is exactly where Didi wants the game to be played.
It certainly does, and doing a great job of keeping Mystic in that corner, but has now retreated back to mid-screen. Mystic goes for the throw and finds it. Oh, what an interrupt.
Yeah. Oh, and goes for the reset with the command grab.
Nice. Cool, calm, and collected round one there for Didimokof.
Absolutely. Not deterred at all. That's the throw. What's next? Oh, didn't quite manage to slide under that.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I wonder if that was just too late or too early. But either way, we've got capitalization.
Yeah. I also think that Aki's fireball moves a bit slower than most.
That's a really good call out.
Here we go.
Nice defense from Mystic. I think they'll take the slight check there to get out of that corner. There's a lot of drive gauge to work with.
Oh, that was such a high up perfect parry that I think he could have gone for something different as well.
Yeah, maybe really use that frame advantage to get even more out of it, but Mystic finds the hit now.
All right.
Straight to level 3. We want a party.
I mean, it's a good decision because Kimberly's level 3, I mean, most people know this, but just to fill those in who aren't aware, Kimberly's level 3 is unique in that it actually buffs her for the rest of the game as well. So she gets more damage, and is it her run speed?
Yeah, she gets quicker as well. And Mystic using that to great effect right now. Being able to get around on the board. But here comes Didimokof.
Yeah, let's see. Gets the call out with the throw there. Okay. Ah, that could have been some kind of conversion, but a little bit far maybe.
Interesting sequence in here from Mystic. Great tech there from Didimokof. Ooh,
they just slid past each other.
It's great. We're just sliding. We're sliding bros.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful one-hit confirmed there. Didimokof gonna take game 1 here against Mystic. I don't feel like the Kimberly was a bad choice, but it potentially only has 2 games to work with now.
Yeah, it doesn't feel maybe quite as smooth as the Aki is at the moment.
Yeah.
It's definitely one where I'd be tempted to go, yeah, the move didn't go so well last time, but I've got the optimization. The neutral is feeling more clicked in with Aki today.
Yeah.
Maybe just stick with it.
Yeah, going back to Aki, so we are going to see the mirror here again. And it's not that Mystic was playing poorly by any means in winners finals. It's just that I feel like Didimokof was like a step ahead, basically.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. Just the game plan, really able to kind of go, I see the kind of Aki you are, and I know how to counter it.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful jumping heavy punch there.
Yeah, lovely option there from MysticSmash. Finds the low as well. Oh, the heavy whip whiffs, but it doesn't matter because we're converting once again from that drive rush. Relentless pressure here from MysticSmash.
Okay, but gets the corner here, Didimokof. And another throw. That's going to hit the drive gauge as well. Oh,
catches
maybe?
something.
Okay, with the burnout, this is going to be really, really bad for MysticSmash. Didimokof just taking some distance, but gets the hit.
Yeah, Didimokof just looking so in control right now. Nice stuff. Both players here sitting on 2 bars of meter, so able to get some big conversions if they're able to find those hits when they want to. Nice opportunity here for Mystic. Gets the heavy lash, and of course Poison State is now applied. Jumps the DI. Can we convert? Yes, we can.
Interesting decision there. Wonder what he was looking for, but doesn't really matter to Mystic. He just gets 50% out and goes for that setup again. Gets a trade off it, and this is going to be the round.
Nice.
Yeah, so we are seeing some interesting adaptations here from Mystic.
Yeah, and that's what we really want to see. Like, you know, this is the reason why we kind of go back and do grand finals, is to give people that chance to have those, you know, time to breathe, think about it, and really bring a game plan to challenge the person on the winner's side.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole core of fighting games, and we've gone back on this so many times throughout this top 8, it's adaptations. And even though Mystic might have started adapting to Didimokof, as you can see, Didimokof can just adapt right back.
Yep, great counter adaptation. And that's a lot of pressure that's going to be placed on MysticSmash right now. Close to burnout, and Didimokof's pressure, it's just paying off so well. Gets the throw, one hit will do it, and we're in burnout. Chip is now an issue.
Yeah, there's the throw, and Didimokof 2-0 here in grand finals. About to take Headstomper 2025.
Yeah, this is getting super close for Didimokof taking the tournament. And I think you can definitely see, like, the mental side is taking its toll on the players here, taking the breather. MysticSmash doing the right thing, trying to recenter. That's exactly what you want to see at this point. But once again, it's so hard. You have to have that confidence in yourself.
Yeah, but Mystic, now he needs to put everything on the table. Unfortunately, the drive reversal was not what he needed there.
Right now, Didimokof is making all the right decisions. It feels like he's got the full read on MysticSmash.
Definitely, yeah. This is looking really brutal. And even when MysticSmash is able to go on the defensive, he's not getting any retaliation from it.
Yeah, it's really not paying off and getting that big damage on the table like it was in the game versus Chinooo.
Okay, but this might be the start of something.
Yes.
Mystic gonna be able to push Diddy to the corner, has the poison set on him.
Nice. Oh, the air reset there was so troublesome for MysticSmash, and with that throw, that is going to put Didimokof on tournament point.
I thought he was gonna burn the bar, but he just reset it into a throw instead. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's confidence as well, but when you're in winner's side, you can have that confidence. Great reversal as well to start us off.
Yeah, uses the bar there, and that is very risky, the punish counter coming out from Mystic. But I don't know, Didimokof has just decided he's gonna choose jabs, and it's working.
It's really, really working. I think sometimes when MysticSmashers want to truncate the pressure to get resets, Didimokof just knows that that's coming.
Yeah, so MysticSmash trying some new stuff here, going with the command grab of that situation, and unfortunately find himself in the corner again.
Yep. Again, the jabs. And DI.
Gonna have a lot of bar to work with here. It's not gonna be enough, I don't think.
No, but it's going to rob quite a lot of drive gauge there. And the instant air that we saw so much in Winners Final. And with that, Didimokof is the Headstomper 2025 champion.
And he's the guy who traveled the furthest, I'm pretty sure. Like, all the way from Brazil. I don't know which part of Brazil, but it's far.
It certainly is far, and what a performance. Well-deserved winner of the bracket.
Yeah,
amazing
wonderful stuff. So, yeah, huge congratulations to Didimokof. Obviously, congratulations to the rest of the top 8 as well. You know, really well played from all of them. MysticSmash put on a really good fight, but Didimokof was just a stronger player today.
Yeah, just so strong. And again, multi-game specialist, really showing out and making the most of the opportunity to perform offline in multiple games. Just so impressive.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, we are going to head over to the stage soon. I don't know if we're going to do it just yet. But before we go over to that ceremony, I have something very important to say. In case someone from Capcom is watching, I hope you can see my t-shirt here.
Oh, yes.
There's a character here that would be pretty cool, you know. I wouldn't mind if you know, hook this girl up, put her in Street Fighter 6, because, you know, I want to play her.
You can never have too many ninjas. And of course, as well, it's a great time as we're getting towards the end of the stream to thank once again all the partners of Headstomper. Headstomper is, of course, powered by Malmö Games Week, an absolutely incredible festival that is coming your way. Make sure to check that out, because there are going to be more tournaments. So if you missed out this time, don't miss out next time. And of course, AOC for providing the monitors, and Sharkgaming for making sure that the side game events have been fully powered up and ready to go.
Absolutely, and you know, the side games have been popping really hard here. You know, usually side games here at Headstomper, they got maybe like 20 entrants or something, but we've been up to 50 on most of them.
Yeah. That is super, super cool.
We can see the bracket here. We can see what the top 8 looked like that we went through here, and you know, Didimokof was just so dominant. Like, look at that. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
Yeah. That is the way you want to win.
That's
that
brutal.
is a statement.
Yeah. So he just came here and he was like, by the way, Brazil is the best, just so you know.
Yep, just so you know.
Just want to make a statement. But of course, huge congratulations to everyone else. You know, we had MysticSmash from the UK coming in second. Very good showing. Chinooo, Swedish hero here in third. Kwiddo from Denmark in fourth. Beautiful stuff. Smoib and Ixion, both Swedes, in tied.
Tied 5th place.
I was thinking of the Swedish word, I'm sorry. Yeah, tied
No,
5th place, both Swedish boys. And then in 7th, Yosh, I believe is German.
Yes, I believe from Germany, yeah.
And then GurkSlukarN, also Swedish lad here in the top 8. And, you know, it was a really good journey. A lot of hype matches. Did you have a personal favorite?
Oh, that is so hard. Maybe Kwiddo versus Chinooo, because that was just insane. The adaptation, the slow, fast, slow, the dance that they played was so amazing and exciting to watch.
Definitely has to be my favorite too. That's one for a rewatch.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Yeah.
All right, I believe we are switching over to the stage for the ceremony.
Yeah, so if we don't see you again, then I hope you've all enjoyed the Street Fighter stream and that you're going to stick around to celebrate the players. And with further ado, we will see you again next time from the commentary desk.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Bell.
Yes, thank you. It's been amazing to be on commentary. It's such a treat. And
Yeah, it was really
time.
fun. This was the first time we commentated together.
Yes.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you, everybody. That was Street Fighter Top 8. How about that? That was great, right? Awesome. We got some medals, so I would like to see on stage. On 7th place, can I please get a big hand for GurkSlukarN? Next one. Shared 7th place. Can I get a big hand for Yosh? On 5th place, we got Smoib. Also on 5th place, please give a big hand for Ixion. Next one, 4th place, Danish wonder boy, Kwiddo. In 3rd place, with this amazing Ken, this old guy over here, the man, the myth, the legend, Chinooo. In 2nd place, please give a big hand to MysticSmash. All right, and our Headstomper 2025 Street Fighter champion. Give it up. I want the biggest hand for Didimokof. Yeah, hold it up. Come on, hold it up. One more time. All right. I heard it's your first time at Headstomper. Is that correct?
Yes, first time here.
How do you like it so far?
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. It's also your first time in Sweden, right? It's pretty good so far, right?
I just think.
That's okay. Well, congratulations for coming and congratulations for winning. All right. That was it. Now up next we got Fatal Fury, I believe, right? Yeah, Fatal Fury, so stick around. And after that we got TEKKEN. Thank you guys so much. And let's give a big hand to the last one. There we go. Thank you guys so much.